Hello and welcome to the stream. Today we are playing some more BattleTech, playing our Federated Suns themed campaign and using the BattleTech Extended Commanders Edition mod. And we are now, I think, just one day away from the new DLC dropping. I believe that should be released tomorrow from Hairbrained, the Heavy Metal DLC. I'm sure we're all looking forward to getting our hands on that. And fingers crossed, I'm hoping we have it in time for tomorrow's show. We'll see what happens though. But today, we have some more of this here campaign, and I've started traveling. We're on our way to Laconis at the moment, and I've fixed up the mechs that got a bit damaged in yesterday's mission. I will be needing to check the pilot XP once we arrive, though, because we might have one or two pilots that are ready to level up. It looks like Lazy's still going to be injured, at least for day one of our missions in this location. We'll have to see what's here as well, because the last location... Excuse me, almost a burp. The last location, there were only 2 missions, and one of them was an escort, which I didn't bother doing in the end. I thought about it today when I logged in, and I decided, no, I'm really not in the mood for an escort mission. They tend to be long, drawn out, and dull, in my opinion. So we've just carried on. We've travelled to the next location, and we'll see what we've got here. Just checking the hiring hall and the shop. Who's this? Dragon 66. That's one I've not seen before. There are still Kickstarters that I've never seen. There were so many. And, you know, they don't all come up all at once, do they? This is a new one. I've never seen this guy in the game before. And so what are we up to? I'm well over 2,000 hours played on this game by this point. And I'm still seeing Kickstarter profiles that are brand new to me. So, Dragon 66. Hello. But we've got no room for hiring any more pilots. We're 16 out of 16 berths. As you can see, finances are still tight. 2.4 mil in the bank. I can't afford to buy the upgrade to get the extra habitat pod so I can get more pilots, because that cost me 2.2 million, and that will still, as things stand, bankrupt me immediately. So can't be done. We've got to earn some money. So the way to do that is we've got to do some contracts. So here we are. We've arrived at this location, and there's not a single contract I can do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing I can do here. So that's a massive pain in the butt. And that means that things are going to get even tighter financially, as I now have to travel somewhere else and look for a job. So where's that? That's 43 days away. No, we can't afford to go there. We're just going to have to look for somewhere nearby. So where are we? We're just in the edge of Taurian space. Just between, you know, the Federated Suns Taurian border. Here we are. So we were at this location yesterday. I'm here right now. I think the reason there aren't any contracts is because I think I might have gone from there to there. I just couldn't remember that. So I need to look for somewhere. There won't do. I need to look for somewhere where there's a Federated Suns presence so that I can actually do missions. Because we are loyalist to the Federated Suns. So most of our contracts that we are going to get are going to come through them. Renfield looks like an option. I don't think we visited there. It's another 31 days away, so we are going to take another financial hit.
Roger that, Commander.
So, for those that might have been unsure in previous episodes why I was unwilling to spend that money, if I'd have spent that money right now, this very travel, at this point in the game, that would have been game over. We'd have been screwed. So you see why I'm careful about the money. That's how you don't lose the game. Right, so what's going on here? Emperor Krang is messing around with an LRM. Yeah, let him keep working at it. Nothing happened. So we didn't lose anything, but we didn't gain anything either. But yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, this is why I don't take silly financial risks. Because that's how you end up losing the game. Because you never know when you might arrive somewhere, there might not be enough work for you. You might do some missions that go horribly wrong. You might be losing money. And you've got to always keep enough in the bank to keep yourself afloat. So luckily, we've just about got enough. Fingers crossed. Assuming that there are missions we can do in this next location, we should be okay. But there we go. Look, we're down to 1.8 mil after that financial hit. And we are a long way off being able to afford to spend 2.2 mil on a habitat module, I'm afraid. So we are stuck with the crew that we've got for now. I have to make do. Right, where are we? Early start, fired for being... What are you on about, Garrison? What are you on about? Sarge says, I've got a large headache today. Played some tabletop with a couple of friends last night. My so-called friend obliterated me. He cheated and landed a dropship on top of my Banshee. Oh, brutal. I'm sure you'll think of something evil to get him back with, Sarge. You can't keep a good Sarge down for long. What's going on here? Oh, it's the corridor games, isn't it? Host one last public game. Morale increased by 1. There we go. That'll do nicely. And continue on to our destination. Garrison, the official timekeeper, is telling me I was one minute past 10 Eastern, and therefore I was late. Well, no, I'm precise. I arrive precisely when I mean to. There you go. That's the Lord of the Rings line, isn't it? A wizard arrives precisely when he means to. I'm not a wizard. Right. What do we got here? There's a gyro, +2 melee hit. Meh, can live without that. Do you know, I saw another +5 damage PPC in the last store I was at. I wish I could afford to buy these. I just can't, though. I'm just looking at them to torture myself, really. Cruel window shopping. I can't afford to spend money. I've got to earn money. Checking the pilots if there's anyone special, but there isn't. So we will check the contracts. Now, please, please, can we have some contracts in this location? 2? Is that it? Again, just another location with only 2 contracts. Oh, man. I mean, look. If we weren't loyalists, there's all these contracts we could potentially be doing. But we can't do because, you know, they're not our friends. The pirates don't like us. The Taurians don't like us. So all of these contracts are not available to us. So we're going to have to do the 2 that are. We have a recovery in the jungle and an assassination mission in the Highlands. Well, I mean, one's a 2.5 and the other's a 3.5. This 2.5 has a terrible payout and it's very easy, but we're going to start with this because we've got to do everything we can. We need all the money. I am going to reduce the salvage from this mission though, because 1, it's unlikely that there'll be any mech parts I particularly want or need, and 2, we really need to get our money up. So, I mean, it's still not much of a difference, is it? 169k up to 240k, but every little helps at this point. So we're going to accept that job. And as I said, this is a recovery mission. 2.5 skulls. I don't really need to bring the assault mechs out, do I? So I think I might just stick with the heavy lance that I used for the last mission. Give them another run while it's a supposedly easy mission. Let's do that. And I will keep Team Insubordinate Scum out for this because it's a jungle environment, and these are largely the guys that have breaching shot and multi-target, which comes in very handy in environments with lots of cover. We also have Lazy there. He doesn't have breaching shot, but he has the sensor lock that will, in certain circumstances, allow these guys to use their long-range firepower. Anyhow, so we've got the Rifleman, 2 AC5s, 3 medium lasers. The Jaeger mech we had to refit last session, though we're still missing the ballistics from the Jaeger mech. We did have 3 AC2s in it. Currently, it's got 2 PPCs, 2 medium lasers, which is the same as the Marine 1 Warhammer build. Which is adequate. It will be fine. And we've got the Thunderbolt as well with the 3 medium lasers, the AC5 and an LRM-15, so we've got a little bit of indirect fire. All of these guys in this lance have cooled shot mastery, which is great to have. They are the only lance so far, I think, that has a full set of cooled shot mastery, so that does make pinpoint death dealing a lot easier. So we're going to deploy on this mission and see what happens. Thanks, Garrison. Oh, about that guy dropping a dropship on Sarge's mech, he says I can't really complain about it. He said that he learned from the best. Hey, Coppertail, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Hey, Tug, good to see you too. How you doing? He says, hey, you bunch of scallywags and malcontents. Show Tug the Speedo emote, guys. Coppertail says, any word on heavy metal yet? No, they've not replied to me. How rude. Do they not know I'm a huge deal? No, I mean, last time we got in touch with them before the Urban Warfare, it did take them 24 hours to reply. This time, it's already been 24 hours. I haven't seen any other streamer with early access to it so far, so I've got a sneaking suspicion that they're probably not giving anybody early access to it this time, because there were problems last time. So people that already own it, like people that paid for the season pass, like myself, couldn't get early access last time because it didn't work properly. So I felt kind of punished as someone that had actually paid the money. I felt punished at not, as a streamer, at not being able to actually have early access. It didn't work for me. But for people that hadn't bought the season pass, they could get early access. So it's almost like as a streamer, it's in your interest to not give the harebrained your money, because then you can have early access. So I wonder, because of what happened last time, whether perhaps this time they've decided to not give it out to anybody because they perhaps still haven't had a chance to resolve that issue. So anyway, I'm just speculating there, by the way. There's no official word on that at all. That's just a theory, but so far I've seen nobody else with early access either, so we're not missing out. At least we're not being hard done by there at all. Right, how do I want to approach this? Should we just march straight across the water? I mean, this is supposedly a very straightforward, easy, low-level mission, isn't it? So yeah, let's throw caution to the wind and just march straight up Route 1. So yeah, with the Urban Warfare expansion, they told me I could have early access to it, and they tried to give me early access to it, and it didn't work because I owned the season pass, and that caused some kind of issue. I think I am going to sprint. Let's rely on pure evasion for a little while here. We see a Phoenix Hawk. 45, a 50, and a 30 tonner. So nothing really to be scared of here, is there? Now I've spotted them by sprinting lazy forward in the rifleman. I think I might just plod slowly and have a few pot shots with everyone else. This guy is not in cover, so I don't need to use breaching shot for an advantage here. So I'll just fire everything I've got at this guy while he's out in the open. Makes sense to me. Well, yeah, Tug says we'll all be streaming it tomorrow. Yeah, I might not be able to, because if I remember rightly, their release schedule, it won't actually be unlocked for people to play until after my stream finishes, which is a massive pain in the butt. So I might not actually even be able to stream it tomorrow because it might not be out for my time slot. So you guys will be able to stream it later in America o'clock evening. But in the European afternoon and the American morning, which is my slot, it might not be available, which will be really upsetting because I've been looking forward to it. But it might be that I have to wait a little longer. Position confirmed. But we'll see. We'll see. Right, this guy is in cover now, but it's only trees, you know, it's only one layer of cover, so 20% damage reduction. I am still going to fire everything. Because we're standing in the water, we've got the extra cooling effect of the water, so I'm not gaining any heat by firing absolutely everything at the minute. May as well make the most of that. This guy's looking very unstable by this point. He's not having a fun time. Right, the 30 tonner turns out to be an Irby. Be an AC-10, hits lazy.
Light damage, Commander.
Not a good thing, is it? They sting a bit. Yes, good luck with that, Garrison.
Getting banged up real good here.
I mean, you could wear the Speedos on your head if you wanted, Tug. People might think you're a bit crazy. Right, where are we at? Let's move lazy over here.
Acknowledged.
And we're going to fire everything he's got at this Phoenix Hawk that we've already put some damage into. Oh, that was good. Left torso's gone. Pilot injured, and he should be knocked down
Solid connection on
in
that
addition. Ah, yes, so Tug says he had the same issue with Urban Warfare. He said, same for me too. Had a season pass and got the same feeling about being punished. Yeah, it's like, it's really awkward, isn't it? Because you like, you know, I kickstarted the game. I've you know, I bought the season pass, you know, prepaid for everything that they've released this year. And then when it came to streaming it, I couldn't get early access because I had the season pass. And yeah, it just felt like a bit of a kick in the balls, didn't it? So yeah, well, I mean, I guess I'm glad I'm not the only one, but it's still, you know, it's kind of sucky that anyone had to suffer that at all. Well, suffer, I say suffer, it makes it sound like a big ordeal. It's not really, but you know, when you're a streamer, you want to, you know, when other people are getting early access to something, you feel like you're being left out if you're not getting it, and particularly if the reason you're not getting it is because you paid the company in the first place. You think, if anything, I should be more worthy of getting early access because I actually gave them money, just like Tug, you know. So yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean. It was a bit awkward, wasn't it? All right, speaking of awkward, I think Lazy is about to lose an AC5 and a medium laser. That right arm is going, and it looks like there's a reinforcement lance heading in from this direction because we see this entire lance over here. That's 4 mechs, so there's definitely a second one. Running down the middle, as ever, not the best plan, but I think we've got more than enough tonnage to handle it, considering what we're up against. And they are down 1 mech now.
Target down.
A good finish there from our Thunderbolt. Catch piloting that today.
Standing by.
Alright, so I'm still not in cover here, but I'm being cocky. I've got plenty of armor.
On it.
I'm making use, particularly with these PPC mechs, making use of the extra cooling from the water. I didn't see the Hunchback 4G. Where were you on that one, chat? Why did nobody tell me? So there's an AC-20 on the field, and we're just standing out in the open with 3 of my 4 mechs. That means he's suddenly a priority. We do have some resolve, and I'm going to go for a precision strike. Do I go CT or do I go for the AC-20 torso? Well, it's a better chance to hit the CT, so I may as well go for that then. Okay, that looked good. Let's see what the damage is. Yes, so he's down to 10 armor in the center now. I think all weapon systems hit the CT. That is good news.
Copy that.
Now, we do just about have enough resolve for Sarge to have a crack at that as well. Come on, Sarge.
Roger that.
Come on, Sarge. Yes! Okay, so one of the medium lasers went wide of the mark, but the other 3 weapons, 2 PPCs and a medium laser, hit the center, and that is the Hunchback dealt with. We no longer have to worry about that AC-20. Now, of course, there is still an Irby with an AC-10. They still hurt. But AC-20 is twice the damage, so we had to remove that. Being said, now that is out of the way, I think we're going to send Lazy over here. And we could do with taking out this urban mech. Should I go precision? Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it.
Roger that.
Did we get him? We've opened him up. Not sure where. Hopefully in the center. Should be an easy finish, but I'm worried we are going to lose that arm. I do have one more spare AC-5. It's an improved damage AC-5. But I'd rather not lose one. Coppertail says, when you don't get any more flashpoints showing up, does it mean all are done? I guess so, but I nevertheless would like some confirmation. Yes, there is a finite number of flashpoints, and yeah, if none have appeared in quite some time, it does mean you've done them all. Because even if you miss ones earlier in the game, they do cycle back around and appear again. They're not like one opportunity and then they're gone forever. They do come back up until you've done all of them, and then they will stop appearing. But one of the nice things about the extra DLCs is every DLC they've brought out so far has added more flashpoints. So perhaps with heavy metal, you will have some more to do on your current campaign if you're playing vanilla.
All weapons, go. Scored a critical hit.
What's Garrison saying? He says, I didn't try for it, so I didn't feel punished. What is that called? Where you don't get disappointed with something? Something of low expectation. I don't know. There's a whole phrase for it though. You know, like if you always expect the worst, you can only be pleasantly surprised if the worst doesn't happen. Otherwise, you just meet expectations, don't you? Maybe it's something along those lines you're getting at. But I know what you mean anyway. I can't think of a single word that translates to that feeling. Oh my god.
What's up, boss?
Yeah, let's hope Garrison isn't hanging out, eh, Sarge? That one gave me a chuckle. And a horrible mental image.
All weapons are go. Reporting critical hit.
Oh, Sarge says, look out for the Hunchback 4G. Now, was that before or after I pointed out that nobody said anything about it? I don't know, because I've only just got to there in chat. Maybe he did give me forewarning, maybe not.
I'm taking internal damage.
Garrison's excited about the Hunchies. Yes.
Ready for
Yeah. I think it's Garrison and my both of our favourite medium was the Hunchy.
Got it.
Although these days, you know, I do tend to favour in my more recent campaigns using the Dervish and the Kintaro just for the SRM spam.
All weapons are go.
But prior to that, the Hunchback 4P, that's the one I really like in this game. Just the laser spam is crazy in that thing. It shoots well above its tonnage
Commander.
in terms of damage it can do. Speaking of damage, Sarge has just taken a shot to the cockpit, and with it, an injury.
I'm under heavy fire.
Oh, Cassin, did you get done by the bot again for a full stop with no space after it? It's always the thing that gets you, that, isn't it? Trying to type it on a mobile, it's easily done. Oh, speaking of Hunchback 4Ps, what do you know? One shows up, and it's shooting the bejesus out of Sarge. Did I kickstart the CGL clan thing? No. I'm not a BattleTech tabletop person. So no, that. But I kickstarted this game because I'm very much a BattleTech gamer, but not for tabletop. But I know a lot of you guys did. I might precision strike this. Get it done.
On it.
Did we get it done? We didn't get it done. That's a damn shame. Also, I swear I was shooting this guy in the back. I guess not. Maybe it counted as the side or something? I have no idea. Right. What I do know is we need to finish this guy. Get him done and dusted so we can have our rears secure while they face over this direction. And then we can face off the next wave of enemies. So he's the last one standing from the first lance. Ooh, this is bad news. Sarge's right torso is in a bad way. Do I take the risk of putting my back to the Hunchy? Do I just go for the side? Or maybe I can go for that. Which side? That's my right torso, isn't it? So if I angle like this, I could still potentially get shot in the back. Ah, whatever. We're going for this. Right, hit him while he's down, Sarge. There we go. That's the Phoenix Hawk dealt with.
Target neutralized. No retreat.
Hey Santa Claus, welcome back. Good to see you. This Hunchback Center Torso, if I recall, has an improved AC you can salvage. I think we managed to keep the AC-20 intact this time. Usually I end up blowing either the ammo off from the left torso because it stores all its ammo in the left side and then it can't fire, or I'll blow off the right side and destroy the ballistic. But this time we just went straight for CT. Right, no, I don't want to move Lazy to the front lines. In fact, I don't think I want to move Lazy at all. He's just going to stand at the back and shoot. And yeah, we need to take out this. Should I just go for the precision strike? I think I will. Yeah, I want to just get this Hunchback dealt with as well. We're already on heavies and assault mechs. I don't need to be precious about my salvage here. We'll just get the targets destroyed. Particularly since I have actually got two mechs that are in iffy shape. Sarge's Warhammer has the open right torso. And Lazy in the Rifleman is a little bit banged up as well.
Internal damage.
Coppertail talking about the flashpoint question he asked. He says, thanks, I've never gotten to that point, even with 1,050 hours played now. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to do in this game. It is great. It's I assume you agree that it's a very good thing that it takes a lot of time to get through all the content. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, this game, oh man, when was it? It'd be a couple of months back now, I think. This game overtook my previous most played game on Steam. Was Mountain Blade Warband, and that's because it has many mods that make the replayability of the game pretty damn good, and just like that game, that's what's given BattleTech extra life for me, is playing the BattleTech Extended and the Commander's Edition mods. But this is now overtaking that, so I'm over 2,000 hours into this game and still enjoying it. There's still more content coming out for it, and I'm still looking forward to the next iteration of the Commander's Edition mod for it too. So, plenty of shelf life left on this game.
I copy.
What is that guy? And oh, that's the same Hunchback. Oh, we never did kill it. Oh crap. Perhaps should have remembered that. Never mind. We'll shoot this Phoenix Hawk instead of Sarge for now. Tug says, Garrison said there'll be more flashpoints, mechs, and a pancake and ice cream machine with the DLC. Can you confirm that again? Yeah, there's a Wolf's Dragoons flashpoint. He's mentioned that. Yeah, they talked about that in one of the dev streams, didn't they? And the new weapons, I'm looking forward to the new weapons the most myself. And of course the new mechs. So, some of which we already have if you play modded BattleTech, but the Bull Shark nobody has, because that's brand new for everything, everyone, brand new to the franchise, freshly invented by Hairbrained. Cassin says, found a 50-tonner on Sana. AC-10, LRM-10, SRM-6, named Talos.
Standing by.
I've never heard of that mech. That's news to me. So what year is that from? That must be quite a late one, I guess, or a really early one that becomes obsolete that they stop using. I think we're going to multi-target this because I want to shoot my ballistics at that Griffin. But it'd be nice to shoot the medium lasers as well. Oh, in fact, no. no, there's no need to multi-target. I haven't got the heat to do that, so I may as well just fire my ballistics at the Griffin. There we go. We'll lose a tiny bit of heat doing that.
Firing.
Ballistics? I said ballistics, I meant PDCs. Okay. Catch there. I'm angling him with left side showing to the enemy because that right leg is hanging on by a thread. And I'd rather not lose that if we can avoid it.
I'm on him.
Garrison with the pre-order Kickstarter for the models. He says I'm getting an Atlas. Is that a Marauder 2, a Victor, or is that a Mad Cat 2? I'm not sure which one that is, Garrison. You'll have to let me know. A Victor, an Orion, a Crusader, an Enforcer, Hunchy, a Raven, and an Irby. Of course you're getting an Irby. Why wouldn't you get an Irby?
Target acquired.
Hey Stormcrow, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Says, and a whole lot of the BattleTech era to explore. Yes, yes, definitely. Oh, there's some exciting stuff planned for this mod. I'm hoping it comes to fruition.
Receiving you.
Right, I'm gonna keep Lazy standing way back. He's in bad shape. If I keep him at the back, he can still reach to fire with 2 AC5s, which is reasonable firepower. His chance to hit there is pretty appalling. Maybe I'll shoot at something a little bit easier. 30, 63, or 38. I guess we'll go for this guy then, just for a round. But yeah, I want to keep Lazy out of trouble. I'd rather not be losing more equipment. Oh, Sarge is getting shot in the back. But that's not so bad, because he's actually got some armor there. Tug says, Mountain Blade and BattleTech are my 2 most played by a very large margin. Bannerlord is right around the corner too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Tug. Yeah, me too. Definitely going to be streaming some of that. Yeah, isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Both me and you, our most played games are those. Because it's not as if they're similar titles at all, are they? They're completely different games. Yeah, that's quite a coincidence. Yeah, we must have very similar tastes in stuff then. But yeah, big fan of Mountain Blade.
Confirmed.
Coppertail, I assume he's talking about BattleTech. He says, I totally agree. I really like that I can leave the game at any point to get housekeeping done or help the family members. Yeah, turn-based games are great for that, aren't they? That's the trouble with these, with online shooters. Like once you start a round, you're locked into it, and say you've got to go answer the door or something like that. Bad things happen, You can't do anything about it. But yeah, with turn-based, you just get up, walk away, no problems. It's all good. Garrison says, yes, the new weapons are what I'm really clamoring for. Yes, yeah, I mean, I hope they balance them well. And, I hope if anyone from Hairbrained is watching this at any point, I don't mean any offence by this, but if they're not balanced well, I'm pretty sure Harry will balance them well for us when he gets his hands on them. So either way, I'm looking forward to playing with those. I think they're going to be good. And I'm looking forward to seeing what gets done. I'm looking forward to seeing how Hairbrained have done it, and then I'm looking for... I reckon Harry will end up needing to tweak them a bit, just like he did with the original weapons. And, I really like what he's done with the ones he has tweaked.
Orders?
I think he makes good decisions on balance choices.
Location confirmed. Aye, aye.
Oh, so it is the Marauder 2 Garrison was telling me from earlier. Stormcrow has got information on the Talos that Cassian mentioned. He said the Talos is a design from the Age of War. It's a Taurian design back from the 2500s. Oh, so it's an old one then. Right. So that must have become obsolete at some point then, I guess.
Ready for orders.
I mean, it sounds cool though. Yeah, a little bit on the hot side here. What do we need to finish that guy off? We'll just fire 1 PPC, 2 medium lasers. We just need a couple of medium lasers. Oh man, no, this is risky, isn't it? Oh, screw it, we'll do it. Come on. We got it. That did the job.
Mech destroyed.
Glad to hear it, Stormcrow. Oh, it's going to go in your story, Cassian. That's cool.
Orders.
Is the mercenary outfit going to make use of it, or is it just going to be held as a museum relic?
10-4. Firing.
Yes, Commander.
So Tug says excited for the new weapons too and curious about mod support. Yes, I mean, for a start, it's going to make things a lot easier for the end user, because I mean, most of us here mod the game and we know what you have to go through to do that, but I'm sure we also appreciate that that's not for everyone. Some people will find that too complicated. Some people will find that too much of a pain in the butt and can't be bothered dealing with it for the sake of some mods. So I think, you know, having official support for it and having it hopefully work through the Steam, you know, the way it works with other games, you just hit the subscribe button and the mod will sort itself out to work with your game. Hopefully that will open up the mods to a whole new audience for BattleTech, and again, that could be a good thing. It could bring a lot more people back to the game, give it a lot more playability, as we know, and you know, there are some great mods come from this community that deserve to be seen, deserve to be played, and making them more accessible to people can only be a good thing, right?
Standing by. Roger. Walking on target.
Wow, that was some great shooting there from Lazy.
Damn it.
A whiff and a whiff. Tug says, we're getting a new kitten right now. Well, Dorkwife is. She's picking it up now from the adoption centre. Oh, that's cool. What's it look like? Do you know? Or is it just random? you will get what you are given. Whatever the missus chooses. Or have you seen a picture of it already?
Confirmed.
Yeah!
That sounds like a pimp entered the room. And they did. Hello, Gecko. How you doing? And thank you very much for the bits, as usual. So kind of you. Surely it's getting expensive to enter this channel. You don't have to set that off every time. Although I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. How you doing today, Gecko? You doing good? What am I shooting? Let's shoot this guy.
Roger. Reporting. Critical
Dawn Crow says, Jaeger mech, the sign of a true Davian mech warrior. Yes, we are trying to play to the theme here. I was very excited when I did get hold of a Jaeger mech finally. But I'm sad at the moment because I can't get some good old Davian ballistics in it, because I did have some AC2s in it. They all got destroyed and I don't have any spares. So I'm having to use 2 PPCs and 2 medium lasers right now.
Target down.
It needs more DACA. Oh, Cassian says we're going to rebuild the Talos. Ah, so you're going to make it usable. That'll be cool. Can't quite get myself a shot unless I'm willing to move Sarge out of cover. I don't really want to do because he's not got a whole lot of armor. Actually, taking quite a bit of punishment, so let's just wander him back a bit, and we'll brace.
Hell yeah.
Allow us to lose a bunch of heat, which we could do with, to be honest. Phoenix Hawk will move himself into view for next round. So, what was that? Just a heat sink. We're all good. We're all good. So, I think this is talking about the Talos. Stormcrow says it was destroyed after the Star League invaded Taurus for the second time prior to the fall of the Star League. They wipe out all the facilities that were able to build it, and it was no more.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Tug says we'll need to fatten this kitten up though. She's really thin and frail from her surgery. Oh, poor little thing. I'm sure you'll look after her well.
Aye, aye. Confirmed. Firing.
Stormcrow says the Taurians did put the Talos back into production during the jihad from the late 3070s or so. Were they pretty desperate and just having to resurrect any mech that they could?
I got you.
Gecko talking about his usual entrance. He says, yes, I do have to set that off. Doing well. Rainy night, slick roads. Oh dear. Drive carefully. I hope you stay safe, Gecko. No skidding allowed.
On my way.
And I don't mean in your pants.
Got it.
Sorry, pants doesn't mean pants to you guys, does it? Underwear.
Locking in coordinates.
We have the asset, Commander.
Tug, talking about the kitten, he says, a little white one I saw at the Petco last night and got to pet through its cage. She bonded with me pretty quick. Won't get to see her for a week though, so she'll bond with Dorkwife throughout the week. Oh, you're back on the boat, are you? Yeah, he says, I'm back on the boat this morning. I see. So how does that work, you know, with you being a mariner? Are cats good or bad luck on boats, according to you, Tug?
Acknowledged. I copy. Order acknowledged.
Oh, the bot's crushing Cassian again. What did he do wrong this time? Why are you picking on Cassian, bot? Poor man has enough troubles without you picking on him.
Confirmed. Location confirmed. Affirmative.
Oh, Gecko says, purged as I was reading that. Yeah, I never even got to see it, Gecko. Stormcrow says, I'm sure another Blackjack Lance will be along soon, and then you'll be in Davian heaven once again. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep an eye out on the shops if I can get those AC2s. But I really, what did I have in it? I think it was like triple AC2s and some medium lasers, I think, which doesn't sound that amazing, but I really liked it. I do like the sound of multiple ACs going off. Something very satisfying about it. The Tug says, when I had a smaller monitor for the boat a few months back, I used to ask everyone to write in all caps so I could read the chat. It's a good idea. Garrison often writes in all caps just anyway. I think he just naturally likes yelling though. where is Garrison about to write? I know, right? All caps. So Stormcrow's answering my question about whether they were just throwing out whatever mechs they could during the jihad. He says, yep, just like all of the powers at that time. Lots of old stuff flowed back in during the jihad, and some were refitted with newer tech later on. See, I don't know very much about the jihad at all, but I'm always interested to learn. Right, I'm going to take a piece of Hunchback 4P because I want to, and we'll see what else we get. Oh, we got 2 bits in the end. Not bad. Not bad. Hey, Redburn, how you doing? Good to see you. Stormcrow says, and I'm sure we'll see ultras everywhere soon. Well, yeah, they're coming in with heavy metal, aren't they? We're going to start seeing ultras tomorrow. I don't know how rare or common these new weapons are going to be, though. Whether they'll be showing up everywhere, or you know, or whether they're going to be as rare as the Lost Tech is, or whatever. I don't know. I mean, the Lost Tech's super, super rare. Hopefully, they'll be a bit more common than the Lost Tech, but I don't know. I really don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Right, we have some mech warriors ready to level up. I'm going to check, because we've done a travel as well, and we've got people that were still gaining XP from the training simulators. So we've got good reason to have a quick look through. There's the Atomic Crusher. Now, what was I doing with this lance in the end? I think I was going to make another coolant vent lance in the end. Yes, I think that's what we'll go with.
Mech warrior training complete.
Standing by.
Black Cat. Now then, I have enough to get the final point in tactics, or I could just go for. Do you know what? Since we've got enough, we'll just get that out of the way. The -3 indirect fire penalty. Now that's one of the things worth highlighting with this mod, because indirect fire penalty works a little bit differently with this mod. In the vanilla, you can use that to just reduce, and in some cases reduce to nothing, the minimum range of certain weapon systems. Whereas the way Harry's done it with this mod is you always have that minimum range. You can't ever get rid of it, but pilots don't lose as much to hit chance the more of that indirect fire penalty improvement they've got. So you will still have a minimum range, you'll just be able to hit a little bit more easily. So it is a worthwhile thing to take. So we'll give that to Black Cat, because I do use weapon systems that have minimum range. So we've got the AC2s, we've got the AC5s, and we've got the PPCs. Obviously there'll be LRMs as well. All of those weapon systems do have a minimum range, so it's worth investing in. I think I'm going to do the same with Catch, since he also had enough for it.
Training complete.
These guys have racked up a huge amount of experience in time since I last looked. Now then, Chico. I think we'll go up tactics with Chico.
Mech warrior training complete.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Tug says, week on, week off schedule, but I live in the same area as where I work, so I get to go home on occasion if work is light. I have an art studio 4 blocks from the Port of Beaumont entrance, so I get to walk there sometimes to make art / work on projects. That's cool. Always nice to have a space for being creative, isn't it? I'm very lucky. I've got 2 spaces for that. So I've got my music studio, which is a separate building, but it's in our back garden. We've got another brick building out there, which is my music studio, and also I've got in our house, like there's always like a tiny little box room in pretty much every house that's just too small to be a sensible bedroom or anything like that. So the tiniest room that we've got is used as a little room for all my Games Workshop models. So I've got my painting desk and all my paints and brushes and stuff like that set out in there. So I'm very lucky. I've got two as one of my friends said it, man caves. I've got 2 man caves, which is nice. No, I'm not spending that with Doyle. I'm saving up for Cool Shot Mastery. Almost made a mistake there. Right, same with Emperor Krang. We're going to save up for Cool Shot Mastery. Gecko as well. Harm and Snow. Oh, good. Harm and Snow can get Bulwark. I'm getting closer to being able to use the Speedo Torpedo Lance. We're not quite there yet, but we are close. And that brings us closer. Because I want, at the very least, I prefer, once I'm at this stage of the game, to at least have Bulwark on my pilots before I take them out on a mission. Because I still feel like it's such an essential skill. Mechs get wrecked so much quicker without it. Right, Lazy, where's it? Oh my god, look at that massive pile of experience Lazy's got. Okay, so we're going to get Gunnery 10. And I guess we'll get a bit of piloting. Because we can. Lazy, I think, is my most experienced pilot at this point. He's certainly the only one that's got 2 trees maxed out. So this campaign, he's not living up to his name, is he? He seems to be very not lazy at all. He's very active.
Waiting for orders.
Ryland still saving up. Coolant vent. How's Sarge getting on? I mean, we're close. I may as well save up for 10 points in tactics with Sarge. We're so close. I could buy that extra gunnery point, but he's doing just fine. Sarge hardly ever misses with gunnery 8 as it is, so I'm in no rush. Chronic Toast. We'll go with tactics.
Training confirmed, Commander.
What else we got? We're almost at the end, aren't we? Wolf's Heart. Now, Wolf's Heart does have Bulwark already. And I guess we'll move towards Coolant Vent with this lance.
Training complete.
Right then, on to the next contract. Or is it? No, it isn't. It isn't. It's repair time. I haven't done that. Yeah, there we go. All right. That's just a quick repair. Same for this. But we lost a heatsink off the Thunderbolt, if I remember correctly. So we need to replace that. Yes, we did. Just one. We're down to 3. Well, now 2 heatsinks remaining. It wasn't that long ago that I bought a load of heatsinks. We were a little bit tight on them, weren't we? Okay, so I need to wind time on before I can do another mission because I'm at least 1 mech short. Let's put the Marine one to the front of the queue. We'll get that fixed. And then we can run for a mission, can't we? Take the 2 assault mechs out for a spin. Right, there we go. Marine one is fixed. So I think there was only one other contract here for us to do. It's this Assassinate. 3.5 skull. This time it's a Taurian war criminal we're after. Now, do I want to up the payout? I mean, at 3.5 we could still end up against a decent mech. So I suppose, but I do need the money. I mean, we are really tight on money. Nah, we'll leave it here. I don't really want to drop the salvage for an assassination mission. I mean, most people would already have much more salvage coming in for assassination than I take. But we're a little bit tight financially, so I don't want to go too crazy with it. Right, the Awesome is back in play, along with the Stalker of Doom. So who's coming out on this mission? 3.5 skull. I do need to take a decent lance for this, don't I? Plus, it's an assassination, so some kind of cold shot mastery would be very useful. So I guess that means it's going to be Team Hot Stuff, as they are my second most experienced lance after Team Insubordinate Scum. Right, so where are we at? Rylan has cool shot mastery. Tasku has cool shot mastery. Rylan's definitely going in the Stalker because missiles. Tasku, I think I will put him in the Awesome, as that has the next most firepower. And that leaves Gecko and Emperor Krang in the Jaeger and the Warhammer. I think I'll put Gecko in the Warhammer. And Emperor Krang in the Jaeger mech. Let's do it this way around. Hey, Lazy, how you doing? Good to see you. I bet, Cassian. Yeah, I really like the Ultra AC5s myself as a weapon system. I was quite a fan of them in MechWarrior Online for a while. I mean, there was a period in the competitive scene where they were competitive. Like, you know, we'd have the PPCs and 2 Ultra AC5 builds on a lot of things in that period. Like, they worked really well on the Highlanders. And you could also cram it onto an Orion as well, which I liked. So yeah, I did enjoy that period. There was just something satisfying about the way they fire. Of course, you know, infuriating when they jam, but yeah, really good when they don't. You could get some serious DPS out of them. So yeah, I've got a soft spot for those Ultra AC5s. I'm looking forward to being able to get my hands on them in this game. Tug says, do you ever stream on the music/performing arts channel? I don't actually. No. He's asking an art for your minis. Yeah, I'm a follower of your art channel, Tug. I remember discovering that. I didn't know you did it, and then I found it, and I was like, oh, I'll give him a follow here as well. Yeah, because I've seen, you know, your medieval style artwork and your calligraphy stuff. But yeah, I don't do that separately. Do you know what I would have really liked to be able to do? Because I don't know if you know, but I was a DJ for 7 years and a musician, and I also used to do radio shows once upon a time, a long time ago now, and I would have really liked to be able to play music, you know, while playing games as well. You know, actual, you know, put together playlists like, you know, I would do when I was a DJ, because I'm very much into my music, but you wouldn't know from watching me stream here, because the problem is I don't want my videos to be silenced or copyright striked on YouTube, so, or copyright struck, however you want to phrase that, on YouTube. So unfortunately, that means I can't play you know, music that's well known. There is music you can get that's you know, immune to that, but it's not the kind of music I'd want to be playing. You know, I'd love to be able to do the kind of stuff I'm into, or even the kind of music I used to DJ and whatnot. But yeah, it's not possible. And I'm hoping that maybe one day they'll introduce a system whereby you can, because I'm happy to pay for a license. You know, being a musician, I do believe that musicians deserve to be paid. I'm quite all right with you know, paying for a license to be allowed to play you know, a variety of licensed music on the channel, but that facility doesn't exist, so I can't do that, which is very sad, because I'd love to be able to do that. But you know, I'll keep my eyes and ears open, and maybe one day it will become a thing that can be done. And I'd love to do it, because you know, I could knock together playlists to last my stream quite easily. Variety of music. I'm sure not all of you would like it, but plenty of you would, I think. There's a lot of you into the kind of stuff I was into anyway, so yeah. But yeah, unfortunately you can't, because of course when you do like for radio stations, they pay a license, or at least, I mean, I assume it works the same for you in the States or Canada as it does for us in the UK, but you know, the station pays for a license to be allowed to play, you know, popular music on the radio station, but there isn't that kind of thing available for streamers. Now, I do have a copyright free, or you know, license free, or however you want to phrase it, thing called Pretzel Rocks. Some of you might have heard of Pretzel Rocks. Those of you that stream might have, I don't know. So there's, you know, non-copyright music on that. However, I have heard of incidents where people have used that and then still been copyright striked, because something that was on there has become licensed, or someone has sampled something that was close enough to something that is licensed and put it in their tune. So you can still get done with that. So even that's not even completely safe. So yeah, it's a bit of an under represented or an underappreciated area when it comes to streaming is the whole music thing, and it makes me sad because I love my music. I wish I could do it. Like I said, you know, I did pretty well when I was a DJ. I put together music that people liked in an order that fit. That is basically what being a DJ is. And I'm pretty sure I could do that here while streaming as well. In fact, it's even easier these days because you just put a playlist together on your computer and away you go. You don't have to think about it after that. It will just play. There's no, you know, putting new tunes on or anything like that. I don't need to do any of that while I'm streaming. I just stick a playlist on that I've created earlier, you know. But yeah, can't do it yet. Very sad. And when it comes to my minis tug, I think I've mentioned a few times, so sorry for those that have heard this and are sick of hearing it, but basically there's a game that's supposed to be coming out, hopefully next year, based on the Necromunda tabletop game, which I played the original of when I was in my early teens, many years ago now, and I absolutely loved that game, and I had a lot of the original miniatures from that era because they've brought out new ones. They've re-released the game and they've brought out new ones, but I don't want the new ones. I want the ones that I knew and loved when I was a kid. So I've been picking up extra ones and painting. I've now got all 6 of the main houses, the main gangs. I've got all the stuff. I've just got to paint them all now. I've painted. I've done 3 of the gangs already, so I've got 3 more to go because there were 6 primary gangs initially in the original game. And my plan was to get those painted up, take a load of photos of them, and you know, show you guys around the time when the Necromunda PC game releases. But they don't put out much information about it, so I'm always worried that they'll drop the project and it will never come out. But it's been made by the same people that made the More Time game. So yeah, you know, and they've been working on it a while. I hope it comes out before they go bust. I'm really excited to play that. But yeah, so I was going to show off those miniatures then. But since William's been born, I haven't had any time to paint. Right. As I'm sure you all know, I'm on reduced hours for my streaming as well at the moment because, you know, Shell just needs the extra help, which is understandable. Newborn, it's a lot of hard work. But yeah, so I haven't had the time to continue painting at the moment. So I've done what have I done? I've done Orlok gang, Cawdor gang, and Goliath gang. I made a start on Escher, and I think I showed you guys the 2 Escher models that I'd done. I think I showed you that last week or the week before. I think it was only last week, actually. But yeah, obviously I've got a lot more to go. But I need to find the time to do it. It's tough at the minute, but I'm sure things will calm down eventually. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Stormcrow. Sorry, you caught me at a bad moment there. I was just trying to blow my nose while that shooting was going on. But yeah, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it.
Systems holding.
Oh, here we go. Redburn says, release for 1.8, so that's the new BattleTech thing. He says, it's 6 PM CE and 5 PM UK. 5 PM UK, so I've got to do 2 hours of my stream before it launches. Well, I'm sure we can occupy ourselves for 2 hours and hype things up, can't we? And then even after that, I'll have to download and install it, so it could even be 3 hours before I get to play it. Now, at the moment, I'm only doing 3-hour streams, but I think for Thursday, I will hopefully be able to make an exception and go on for a bit longer since it's the launch of that. fingers crossed Shell will be able to survive for that. Because, yeah, I really do want to stream it on the day of release. So, yeah, thanks for looking that up, Redburn. I appreciate that. Appreciate the information, and I'm sure everyone else does as well. Lazy says, I work out well with the team in subordinate scub. Yes, you do, Lazy. Absolutely.
Yes. Full speed ahead.
So, Stormcrow giving us some more information. Yeah, Stormcrow, I do like this. I like when people, you know, put some BattleTech fluff in chat. Because I learn things that way. Because I'm... obviously, you're new to the channel. But I played the PC games. The BattleTech-based PC games. I was a competitive gamer in MechWarrior Online for many years. And I owned and ran the MRBC League, which was the largest, still holds the record for the largest player-run league in MechWarrior Online, largest player-run competition in MechWarrior Online. Even though I've stopped doing that now, still the biggest. Nothing's overtaken it since. So I was very involved with that. But what I've not been into is the lore, the background, and the tabletop. Even though that stuff does interest me, I didn't have anyone. I played the game with gamers that were just in it to win it. We weren't that bothered about the fluff, but I find it interesting. So I do appreciate when people drop some information in the channel, and that is. Pops up every now and then. Quite often it's Sarge. Sarge loves dropping some lore for us now and then. But yeah, so I appreciate you adding this to the chat, Stormcrow, and I will read it out when I see it and I get the chance. So the latest one is so he's still explaining a little bit more about the Jihad for me. He says the Jihad is World War III for BattleTech that starts in 3067. The evil offshoot of Comstar that attacks many of the Inner Sphere powers after being denied a seat on the Second Star League Council in 3067, and the entire Inner Sphere goes up in flames, including New Avalon being invaded and bombarded by orbital warships. Weren't orbital bombardments considered to be war crimes at one stage? I thought they were a no-no in BattleTech. Was that still the case? And they just really were very, very naughty. Right, we're going to shuffle Ryland down the hill, I think, which means bracing him because he's out of cover. There's a lot of mechs back there. 2 Lancers, it seems. Oh, yes, the word of Blake. Yeah, I've heard. Now, you see, I heard about the word of Blake. I didn't know anything about it before playing MechWarrior Online, even. And I only learned about the word of Blake because I think it was the goons. They were always, they'd join servers and be banging on about the word of Blake. I was like, well, I have no idea what this is, but they seem to be enjoying banging on about it. But yeah, they're like the religious fanatics, aren't they? So Stormcrow was explaining the evil offshoot of Comstar is known as the word of Blake. Santa Claus was saying, you won't regret if Criminal has rare assault mech. Up in the salvage? Yeah, but I would regret if I got that and then we immediately go bankrupt. So I need the money. I need the money. We are running on fumes at the moment in this mercenary outfit. We've had a little bit of, a little bit of expensive times due to me having a laugh and sticking in missions that I could have withdrawn from just to stick them out and complete them, but at the cost of a lot of gear. So yeah, times have been a little bit tough one actually. And then of course the last system I went to, the last 2 I went to, or was it even 3? There've been not many missions. There weren't any missions at the last place. The one before that there was only 2, and I only did 1 of them because I couldn't be bothered with the escort mission. So yeah, we've not been doing too well for potential money makers in the places we visited. And then this place, I think there was only 2 missions here as well that we could do. So it is kind of tough when you're a loyalist outfit. Kind of tough to make enough money Sorry, to find enough missions sometimes. So we're scraping along. Right, we're going to give Ryland vigilance so he's got some protection. He is out in the open in front of a load of mechs. I'm going to turn off the medium lasers to keep the heat down because this guy, he's only got 15 CT left. Hopefully, you would hope we could do that with all these missiles. And there he goes.
Enemy down.
Yeah, people can do that, Tug. Yeah, I don't do EDM though. I'm not EDM. You might be able to guess from the beard and the hair. I'm not. I'm not from that crowd.
Waiting for order.
You could probably guess what I did.
On my way.
Right, what we got here? Trebuchet Ostrock 2L. So obviously that's the Liao variant, I think. I guess with it having the L in, it's usually the case. Oh, we got Hunchback 4G. Right, we could do with destroying that Blackjack while keeping the AC2s intact, because I could do with some of them. But first things first, that Hunchback needs to go. We're going to shoot the Hunch. Also, going to use coolant vent so I can give it a full alpha here.
Locking
We
in.
can get rid of that AC20. Aimed up. AC20 crit, but not destroyed. Oh, so close. So close. Hey Nexus, how you doing? He says, haven't considered giving us a jam stream. You play bass. Yes, I do play bass. I think you would find that very boring. Like, just a dude playing bass on stream. I don't think like, you know, bass is an accompaniment. It's part of the rhythm section. Unless, of course, you know, you're incredibly talented, then you can make it, you know, good enough to be solo worthy. I'm not as good as like Victor Wooten or Flea or, you know, the guy from Primus, whatever his name is, I've forgotten now. So yeah, I don't think it'd be that interesting. I have linked to you guys some of the music from the last band I was playing with, though. So I think you've seen a music video that I'm in. So there is video evidence that I play. An embarrassing video evidence, anyway. Terrible music video with awful acting in. But we did have an actual, real, genuine actor in it. Like, you know, as in he's like been in well-known TV, at least one well-known TV show. Yeah, he played a role in it. But the rest of us, those of us from the band, we're not actors. We're just musicians.
Copy that.
Hey Chaucer, how you doing? Good to see you. Cassian says the founding of the Free Rasselhag Republic has so little lore, it's grand. Chaucer says, I've been very naughty as I just got back from doing an orbital bombardment of the Commode. Oh my god. If you're taking a dump from orbit, did you hit the target? Or did you just splatter all around? Because you're not going to be very popular if it's the latter. The splatter. Oh, God. Right, do I want to fire everything? Do I? Do I? No, that's move. I'm going to shoot. Oh, God, this is hardly worth it. I may as well keep the heat down. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy hit because he's got lots of evasion, you see, but can't shoot anything else. This guy's in my damn way. He's blocking the way there. So we'll have to destroy him. So Nexus talking about the orbital bombardments. He says they were a no-no in the age of war that preceded the Star League. Ah, I see. Yes, we were talking about the word of Blake side. Yes, they are a bunch of fanatics. You are right there.
Yes, Commander.
We'll go there, I think. That'll have to do. Need to get rid of this AC-20. Gotta go. And it's still there. Damn it. Santa Claus says orbital mass effect weapons and kinetic strikes at civilian targets were outlawed.
Commander.
And bioweapons as well, weren't they? There we go, AC-20 gone. Alright. I don't have to worry about that hunchback tearing huge chunks out of us anymore. Lazy's telling Chaucer, hopefully you cleaned up the fallout. Oh god. Ugh, disgusting. Redburn says emphasis on the were outlawed. He says wobblies were just nuts and didn't care. Wobblies? Is that the nickname for word of Blakey's? The wobblies. Quite funny. Catch says, is today Heavy Metal Eve? It is Heavy Metal Eve. Yes, you are right. So Redburn very kindly looked up and said it should drop at 5 p.m. UK time tomorrow. I forget what it was in America time now, but 5 p.m. UK time. So I'm thinking maybe by 6 p.m. I'll be able to play it. So at the moment, that will be when I would normally be finishing my my streams currently, but I'm going to try and make an exception and go on for longer tomorrow, just so I do get to stream it. Right, how do I want to do it? No, I'm thinking about shooting something else entirely, but then I remembered a hunchback can punch you straight out of your cockpit. So even once that AC-20's gone, he's still actually a big threat, particularly since he's right next to Rylan. We don't want Rylan to get punched out of his cockpit, so I'm going to fire everything I've got at this Hunchy. We want to get rid of him. There we go. Good job, Rylan. Good job.
Gotcha.
Patch says, nice. Another thing on stream that I'll inevitably buy after watching Doyle play. Oh, bless you. Yeah, I'm quite excited about Heavy Metal. I am. Chaucer says he let the fallout spread to the stalls next to him, because I'm sure it was real pleasure.
Confirmed.
Damn it, Chaucer. Are you at work as well? Oh, God. Your poor cleaner. Right, what should we shoot now? We've got choices. Trebuchet or Blackjack? Well, the Trebuchet is an easier target, actually, because he's got no evasion, and the LRM-15s are annoying, so I guess we'll go for that.
Engage target.
2 hits, 2 sensor impairments. Good stuff. The Lazy talking about me saying nobody wants to watch some random dude play a bass on their own. He says, you say that, but I've seen people do amateur bass playing streams that people are actually showing up to watch. Surprisingly, there is an audience for those things. I suppose, you know, there's an audience for everything, though, isn't there? Yeah, there's always somebody who wants to watch it. But yeah, no, it's not something I ever intend to do, really.
Confirmed. Locking on target.
I mean, when the last band I was in was still together, I would have, well, I mean, back then I was considering, you know, live streaming a session. We could have live streamed a set at some stage, but we never got around to it. It was, and to be fair, back then, live streaming wasn't as stable, so we weren't sure whether, you know, the technology was ready for it, because we are talking a few years back now, because like the last you know, the last proper active band I was in was 2015 when we stopped playing together. And then me and the singer from that band, we had a project going until fairly recently that unfortunately is petered out now. So we're no longer doing that. So I'm out of a band. I'm bandless, but I'm not looking for another one at the moment because obviously, you know, I've got a baby, so I haven't really got the time to be playing gigs all over the place. So I'm just doing the streaming thing at the minute. But once he gets to a certain age, I'm pretty sure I'll get back into it because I really, really enjoy playing music. I need it in my life, so I will return to it at some stage. Okay, this is bad news. Bad news for Emperor Krang's butt. It is wide open, and there's a cicada still standing behind him. I need to carefully angle. He's still going to get shot in the butt again, isn't he? I mean, I know I'm not dealing with a cicada, but he's got loads of evasion, and it's a pain to actually hit him. Look at the odds. So I'm just focusing on taking the scarier targets out from down here. We can afford to leave the Vulcan, but I need to take these other things out. And I guess that Phoenix Hawk will have to go as well, since it's right in my face. So it looks like that cicada will be getting dealt with last. I'm hoping that he hasn't done too much destruction to everyone's rear by the time we get around to him. Chaucer says, "Oh, cool. Doyle is only 7 minutes behind chat this time." Thanks, Chaucer. Redburn says, "My granddaughter is a third chair clarinetist, plays jazz sax, and does bass guitar on the side. Very talented. That's awesome. That's really cool, Redburn. Does she have any videos of her either her ensemble or band or whatever playing? Sure, that'd be cool to watch." Right, Rylan. Tuck into this corner here. Rylan has run out of armor on his right torso. Going to give him vigilance. I think we're going to try to obliterate this trebuchet. We've worn him down a fair bit. I am going to fire the lasers as well. Every little helps here. There's a lot of stability damage. He's ready to topple over. Yeah, so for me, I mean, I haven't played the violin for years, but I'm reluctant to say I can play the violin because I haven't touched it in so long, but that I feel like perhaps I can't anymore. I don't know. I haven't touched it in years. But yeah, so I used to play violin. I also have a mandolin. I'm not very good with the mandolin. It's the instrument my dad plays, so I have one of his mandolins that he gave me some time ago that I can have a little bit of a tinkle on, so I can play the mandolin a little bit. I can play the keyboard or / piano a little bit. I'm not that great at that. I'm primarily a bass player. I used to play guitar as well, but since I started playing bass, I don't really touch the guitar anymore. But I used to play that too. Right, where are we? Phoenix Hawk, Ostrock, or Blackjack? I guess I'll go for the Phoenix Hawk because it's out in the open here. I have to switch the weaponry around here. We'll just fire the 2 large lasers.
Here we go.
Still does good damage on a 45 tonner. So, Catch says 11 AM Central. Yeah, that rings a bell. I think that's what Redburn said. So, yeah, 11 AM Central is when the mod drops for you guys. So, most of you will be at work. Chaucer says, "Will you be playing it without mods?" I will, initially. So, I'll play it without mods until the update comes out for Commander's Edition. Now, that might take a few days, a few weeks, maybe a month. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see with that. But until it's ready, I will play it unmodded for an indeterminate amount of time. Now then, that's bad news for Rylan. But on the plus side, I don't think the right torso came off. I think it was just a leg. Oh, God. Oh, no, no, no. My one and only improved SRM6 is gone. Unacceptable. Emperor Krang is still getting his butt poked by that cicada.
I'm losing armor left and right.
It's not so good. Right, let me have a look at Rylan. Yeah, so, oh god, yeah, the only improved SRM6 I had. He's lost a heatsink as well. He's lost a load of SRM ammo and another heatsink from the leg. Ah, it's not so good, is it? Not so good at all. We need to take out that Phoenix Hawk. I'm getting to the point where I really need to deal with that cicada as well because we can survive a few more volleys, I guess. How's he doing for heat? Oh, he's fine for heat. Alright then. Let's fire the Jaeger into the rear of this their Phoenix Hawk. I need to keep saving my resolve. I have to keep using it on Rylan just to kind of keep his mech holding together.
All weapons.
So just have to rely on luck here to kill this guy. Not killed him with that volley. We have taken the left torso out though. Let's see what's happened to the rear. No, nothing. Just absolutely nothing to the rear CT.
You have orders?
And we're no closer to killing him. All right, Gecko. Oh, sadly I've trapped Gecko in. All right, I'm going to reserve Gecko. Rylan can get up. Yeah, we've got to get Rylan up. Needs to be done.
Back to
Now
standing.
then,
Standing
about
by.
how I angle this. Oh, this is not ideal. I guess I'll angle like that because I need to try to protect this right side. I've got to give him vigilance, otherwise he's going to get obliterated. And then we'll just fire our 5 remaining SRM6s at the Osrock. We'll do some damage to it. Right, where am I? Sarge says the only 100% fatal bioweapon is me the day after eating chili with beans.
Okay, cool.
Thanks for that, Sarge. Perfect kill count record, is it? Now, are they all confirmed kills?
Got it.
Where was I? Chaucer says the janitor deserves it. She likes to block the restroom at 5 PM when everybody is leaving to clean it. Oh, so you can't go to the toilet just before you leave work, before your long journeys home. I could see why that would be irritating. Yeah. What am I shooting here? I can't shoot him, so I guess we'll shoot the cicada. Odds are not amazing, but it's got to be done. I think we'll do a coolant vent as well. Drop that heat.
Firing, full complement.
Where are I? Redburn says live streaming. How far we've come. Can you imagine what MRBC would have been like back then? What do you mean, the league that I ran, or do you mean the actual law MRBC?
Consider it done.
But yeah, like when I first started it, the streaming quality that most people were able to do was pretty terrible. So if you're talking about that, then yeah, it would have been vastly different, wouldn't it? Yeah, and also like I never bothered doing commentary for it. There were other people that did commentary for the league. I mean, I was running a team. Like I was running a top division European team, so I did not have the time in between running the league, playing in the league with my team as well, and running my team and all the training. I didn't have the time to do match commentary as well, but. That, you know, if I wasn't competing as well, I probably would have had fun doing that.
Armor holding.
Maybe, perhaps we could have taken it even further. I mean, we took it pretty damn far as it was, but perhaps we could have taken it even further with even more people doing match commentary. Like, the American scene didn't do too badly for coverage, but it was always tough to get people to do commentary on the European scene. There just weren't enough Europeans that were willing to do it. but there was a very healthy
Commander?
scene of teams in Europe, just not for people commenting on it. Commentating, sorry. Right, we now only have 19 internals left on our right torso on Ryland's Stalker, 12 on the arm. I think this is the point where we have to accept we are going to lose a lot of weaponry unless I eject him. Now, am I willing to eject him? Who goes in initiative phase 2? It's this guy here, the Osrock. Do I want to fire one more volley at that?
Waiting for orders.
Oh man, this is a tough decision. I mean, there's a chance I could obliterate it. If I take out that Phoenix Hawk, then Ryland's relatively safe on his most damaged side. There'd still be the Cicada, wherever that's gone. In fact, where has that gone? It's over there. Yes, that's not going to shoot him. Oh, yeah, we're going to hang in there, Ryland. We're hanging in there, buddy. You got this. You got this. Should I go for Vigilance or should I go Precision Strike? I'm actually going to go Precision Strike here. I will probably regret this. I'll probably regret this. But, you know, if we kill this guy in one, it'll be worth it. Or at least in one round. I expect I might have to shoot him with something else as well. But
Critical hit, Commander.
probably did good damage to the CT there. In fact, we did. Yeah, we've aimed it up. He's down to 57 internals.
Yep.
That wasn't bad. Right, I need to finish this guy off. I'll be careful about angling my rear. There we go. Emperor Krang. Shoot him in the butt. We're going to coolant vent as well. This guy is too fresh, really.
Here we go.
Right, we've got the right arm. Alright.
Critical hit.
Alright. It's not good enough, though, just stripping his weapons, because he can still absolutely ruin us with a melee attack. Well, he's got no weapons, but yeah, I think he can melee attack for 60 damage. It's more than enough to take this torso off. So I've got to shoot him with someone else as well. Can I get Gecko into position to shoot him? Would that do it? No. You know what? I'm going to end up having to move Gecko out of cover to get this shot, aren't I? Yeah, the answer to that is yeah. Okay. We've got to do it, though. It's got to be done.
As you wish.
Okay, Gecko. Save the day, mate. Save the day. Get this guy wrecked. There we go. CT destroyed. Phoenix Hawk down. Okay, we've still got...
Tango down.
Well, as I see it, anyway, we've still got to take out this Ostrock. Oh, he's moving. Is he going to... He can't see Ryland. Yeah, he can't shoot Ryland there. Okay, we've done it. Ryland's safe for now. I'm kind of glad I didn't eject him at the minute, anyhow. Catch says, Ryland injured. Not exactly breaking news. No, it's par for the course, isn't it? Absolutely par for the course. Oh, my God, I'm so behind. So behind. Sorry, chat. So Redburn says, not that I'm aware of. She's into music, not tech. Interesting. She hates phones and computers. Oh, so there's no recordings on the internet of her playing. That's a shame. I would have been interested to listen. I do love my music in all forms. You know, I listen to a very, very wide spectrum of music personally. You would probably be surprised. Catch says, do you ever listen to the Mandolin Rain? What's the Mandolin Rain? He's put a troll face after it, so I'm not sure what he's on about. I've never heard of Mandolin Rain, Catch. That one has gone over my head. You might have to explain it. Gecko says, fiddle player extraordinaire. I wouldn't call myself an extraordinaire, no. I would say adequate. That's what I was. Well, look, interestingly, a violin tuning is the same as a bass tuning. So I think that's why I found it quite easy to pick up the bass. That combined with having played guitar, because I picked up the bass fairly late. Like, I was in my 20s before I started playing the bass. But I'd played violin and I played guitar, and I think having played a violin which has the same tuning as a bass, although obviously it's a lot higher up, and having played a guitar which also has strings, you know, I think that made it easy enough for me to pick up the bass.
Hiring full complement on enemy.
The devil went down to Derby, says Catch.
Let's go.
Yeah, I could believe it. Devil probably lives in Derby. Catch says, I'd rather be in Derby than Georgia. Are you sure about that, Catch? Are you sure about that? If you could see the weather we're getting right now. We've had some of the worst weather recently. Like, we've had, what is it, like 2 months rain in a very short space of time? It's something ridiculous like that. Now, where I live, we're fine, because I'm not an idiot and we don't live on a floodplain or in a valley. But Derbyshire is very hilly, like lots of ups and downs. So there are people that live in floodplains and in valleys. And there's been a lot of flooding recently, unfortunately. Sadly, I know one person has died in it as well, which you guys in the States might not sound like much because you often have really devastating weather with, you know, lots of casualties, sadly. But yeah, it's quite unusual for people to die of things like that over here. But unfortunately, one lady was swept away in floodwaters.
Here we go. Stand still, dummy.
Santa Claus says 11 a.m. Central. I won't be at work. I'm retired. Well, you're in good company here, Santa. We've got more than a couple of you are retired.
I'm catching some serious shit here, Commander.
Gecko says Cranky's getting butt poked. Yeah. I do say things, and as I'm saying them, I hear it in my head, and I'm like, yeah, there's totally a double entendre there. Okay, the cicada's annoying. It's really, really annoying. Can I deal with him, though? Oh, How about that? That might work. Couple of hits on it, but it's not enough yet.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Right. Gecko says Channel Door is way behind on chat. Yeah, standard. Sorry, guys.
Okay, that was bad.
I see you, Sarge. I see you. Lady says Doyle almost gets me killed by locusts. Now he's getting Krang and Ryland messed up by cicadas. Need to get rid of all the bugs. Yeah, we need some bug swatters in here. Hey, Marshmallow, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Sarge says, all confirmed. I now have 47 confirmed kills. Were they all from your butt? Oh, dear. I'm scared to ask, really. Right. What are we going to do here? Can't really go anywhere with Rylan. He's just kind of stuck in his little corner. I've just got to sit here and shoot.
Got it.
Hey, Punchable Kittens, how you doing? Thanks. Yeah. Cheers for that. That's a compliment, is it? Wow.
Let's do this.
I'd hate to hear you giving someone criticism. Right. What to shoot? Oh, choices. That Osrock's still not dead, is he? He's down to 50. Yeah, screw it. We're shooting the Osrock. Let's turn a laser off. Come on. Hit the CT. Hit the CT. Anything. No, nothing hit the CT. He's going to get the fire again. Although I think where I've tucked Rylan in, he's just in danger from the Vulcan. Although the Vulcan's got other ideas. He's going to try to overheat Tasku in the Awesome. I think Rylan's all right. He's the one I'm most worried about. Although Emperor Krang's butt
They're getting the angle on me.
is still getting shot. I've got to be careful with him. We've started work on the cicada now. Just need to get him swatted though. Oh dear. Oh no! Oh no! I thought Rylan was safe there. Oh no, Rylan just lost his other leg. But it wasn't that bad. Oh no. So Rylan might be dead, guys. Sorry, Rylan. It's going to be a bad day for you. Yeah, so what happened there is an ammo explosion in the legs. Now, where's Infernal? Where's Infernal? He usually pops up at times like this to go, see, ammo in legs is bad. Where is he right now? But yeah, so we got Ryland had already lost one leg, and that one just went up. So that's the Stalker down. Now, on the plus side, at least we didn't lose any weapons, but pretty sure Ryland's going to be dead. So, Puncher of Kittens had said, can I give you a compliment? He says, your compliment is, I think your stream is 5.7 out of 10. Smiley face. And then Catch says, how dare you? This stream is no better than 3 out of 10. Gecko says, wow, Catch giving a lot of credit. I was thinking 1.5 out of 10. You're too kind, guys. Sarge says, the stream may be low, but the chat room is 12 out of 10. You all suck. I hate you all. I'm going home. Sarge says, wait another 10 minutes when Doyle catches up with the chat. Yep. Redburn says, chat is like 15 out of 10. Catch says, chat is definitely 12 out of 10, but I can't knock Doyle too much given I was watching this before there was anyone in chat. That's true. Were you watching this before I was even talking? Like, when I started, I was like, there's no one watching. I can't be bothered to say anything. I just didn't talk for ages.
Have no doubt it will be done.
Right, what are we doing? Shoot the Osrock. Yes, shoot the Osrock.
Firing.
Receiving you.
I could do with losing heat, so yes, we are going to punch the Vulcan. 120 melee attack from the Awesome. Come on, hit him CT. I suppose that'll do. Right torso's gone on the Vulcan, but he's not dead. Does allow us to lose almost all of our heat, though, doing that. Worth it. Hey, Titivolus, how you doing? I can never say that in one. There's always going to be a stutter over that. Now, where did that damn cicada go to? It's not dead yet, is it? Where's it gone? Did we kill it? Okay. Anyone in chat, tell me now, and I'll maybe see it in 10 minutes' time. But where the hell is that cicada? Oh man, I don't know where Emperor Krang's butt will be safe. But I'm going to back up here, shoot this guy,
Firing.
and hope that the cicada doesn't get me.
Target's down.
So Gecko says if he lost both legs, he's not dead. Oh, is it in spite of my over 2,000 hours of BattleTech? Is this something else new that I'm about to learn here? Gecko, is that a thing then? So, is it only if the CT gets destroyed or the cockpit gets destroyed that they could be dead? Because I don't recall the last time I had a mech go down to 2 legs being blown off. So,
Yes, Commander.
so are you saying that doesn't mean that he's dead? Because if he's not dead, that would be great. But I don't know. The portrait, it looks pretty bad.
Move order received.
Okay, precision strike from Gecko. Only an 18% chance on the CT, but I'm going to go for it. Everything will probably drill into the right torso. Pilot injured, ammo destroyed. Yes! There we go. Get wrecked. Okay. Yeah, we must have destroyed that cicada. I don't remember destroying it. But it's not there anymore. There's only one mech left, and it's this guy down here, the Blackjack.
Commander.
So I guess everyone's butts are safe.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Oh, that was some excellent shooting. Everything hit CT there, I think. He's too hot to do anything. Well, let's take advantage of that.
I'm there.
Let's drop some heat with Emperor Krang and Precision Strike. Go for CT, and hopefully that'll... Oh, look! Look at that! He was left on one internal, one hit point on his internals. That Blackjack was very nearly toast in one.
Firing.
Alright, we just need one of these to hit center, and we're done. Nice. Good stuff.
Target down.
There we go, Sarge's. See, ammo in legs is bad. No, statistically, the legs are the least likely area to get shot. So every time. Rylan is basically Kenny at this point, says Catch. I guess he is, yeah. If Rylan does live through this, we're going to have to give him a badass scar. Has he already got a badass scar? He lives! Gecko is correct. Leg destruction does not equal dead pilot. Or either that or we got very lucky. I don't know, but I'm inclined to just believe Gecko. I think he's right. Right, where are we? Trying to catch up. Marshmallow says there, my overpriced, underperforming internet is paid. Yeah, same for all of us, isn't it, Marshmallow? Same for us all. Alright, Catch says begin prayers for Rylan now. Well, clearly it worked. Lady says first he's trying to get rid of the insubordinate scum, now he's trying to wipe out the pimp squad. I'm not trying to get you killed. Sometimes it's just a byproduct of the risks I take. The Gecko says, had one last night, only 4 life bars, lost both legs, not dead. So I'm inclined to believe Gecko. Either that or we got very lucky and it's a huge coincidence, but I think Gecko's right. Hey, Game Lord, how you doing? Sorry, I'm way behind on chat and going to be slow saying hello to people, but how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Catch says, I was watching during the Mute Doyle phase. Yeah, hard to believe, but yeah, I used to. I mean, originally I just thought, do you know what? I'll just play games. I'm not sure I want to do any talking. And you know, it's hard to believe now. I talk almost non-stop through the stream, but and having used to do radio shows and all that kind of stuff, it's not like I'm incapable of talking. But one of my mates said to me, because he was watching in the early days, very nice guy, Arkellis. He said, you know, he basically wrote me a message kicking my ass, telling me to start talking regardless. So I did. I was like, all right, I'll do it. And here we are now. Sarge says, Mute Doyle face sounds like heaven. Oh, Sarge, how dare you? How dare you? Where are we at? Did we? Oh, there are AC2. Do I want to take AC2s or do I want to take a piece of Hunchback 4G? There's an improved AC5 as well. Do you know what? Sorry, Hunchback. The weapon at this stage is actually more valuable to me. I still want to take that piece of Marauder. I don't have one of those on this career yet, and I really like that as a mech. But yeah, we'll go with that. So we got 2 pieces of Blackjack, piece of the Ostrock 2L, which I'm not going to be using. And yeah, that's that. Catch says, to be fair, it was easier for him to keep up with chat in those days. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Redburn says, wasn't it like 10 minutes ago you said you were going to CT that Ostrock? And there he is, still hanging around. Yeah, well, he ran away, you see. We opened up the CT. He was ripe for the finish, and then he ran off, and we had other problems to deal with. Priorities change sometimes, sadly. Marshmallow says, you looking forward to heavy metal, where they will be adding mechs like the Vulcan, yeah, and the Warhammer and the Marauder, and mechs I've been playing with for a long time. Yeah, well, joking aside, I actually am looking forward to it, Marshmallow, because of all the new weapon systems. So that will be new to us, and also the Bull Shark as well. That's never been seen before because it's a brand new invention. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those aspects of it. I mean, it's nice to get mechs I've already been playing with in there officially, you know, that's cool. But yeah, the new toys for me and for most of you guys will be largely the weaponry, won't it? Right, what do we need to replace here? We lost an SRM6. That's in. I lost all of my SRM ammo and some heat sinks. How many heat sinks? Was it 3? 4? Is that 4 heat sinks? Looks like it. And I bet I've only got 3 in the bank. No, I've got even less than that. I've only got 2 heat sinks in the bank. Do I have enough ammo even? I do. But I'm going to have to buy 2 more heat sinks from the store. I can't shop in this star system. Damn it! Oh no! Oh, what to do? So this is just going to have to be running a little bit hotter for now. And I'm going to have to visit a star system. Or I suppose I could salvage some heat sinks. I'm going to have to get hold of some heat sinks somehow. Finish this mech. So I've got 2 tons spare at the moment. Well, that's useless. That's useless. What I mean, if I try and shove more medium lasers in, it's going to be too hot for purpose. Like, I mean, we've got less heat sinks, so yeah, of course, let's add more weapons. Well, that's all I can do for now. So I'm doing it because at least I'm using the tonnage, and I might get to alpha it at some point. But I mean, that heat efficiency is pretty appalling. Look at that, 120 heat alpha strike, and I'm only sinking 63. But maybe before I find more heat sinks, I might have a cold environment mission, and then I'd be able to alpha it in a cold environment. Yeah, well, it's better than just leaving the tonnage unused, I suppose, isn't it? Right, are there any more contracts here, or was that the last? I think it was the last. Yeah. Okay. Where am I going to go now? Also, chat. Where were we? Marshmallow says, I don't think it's ever happened to me losing both legs. Yeah, no, exactly. It's very rare. Like, the legs are the least likely, apart from the head, the legs are the least likely locations on the mech to get hit. So it is really rare that you'll lose 2 legs on a mech. Which, again, as I've said before, is why that's where I store my ammo. Because it's least likely to be hit and blown up. And if it is, you'll only lose 1 leg, and you'll hobble through the rest of the mission. You'll still have some ammo in the other leg. Right, what am I doing here? Let's look for 3.5 skull. And while that catches up, let's have a look at chat again. The Santa Claus is telling me you get 1 point of injury from falling after both legs are shot off. Right. Okay. Yeah, and he still had 1 point of life, didn't he? Yeah. Gecko's pointing that out there. Yeah, so we were pretty lucky there then. Right, this location. I don't think we've been here. Jamestown. Former Star League presence as well. Yeah, we're going to go here. 18 days to travel there.
Bio command.
Yeah, so... yeah, I honestly didn't know that. That's in spite of my thousands of hours in this game. That is news to me. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You know, there's always more things to learn about this game. You know, it doesn't matter how long you played it for. I don't think there's anybody out there that knows absolutely everything about it inside out. There's so much to it, and particularly, you know, when you add the mods on as well, adds even more. Right, what I was going to do is I was going to go to the barracks. We want to give Rylan a really nasty looking scar to memorialize his near-death experience.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Is Rylan really? Is he scar-free so far? Does this mean Rylan has never had a really, really maximum long-term injury before? He's taken 22 injuries, but they all must have been small. Otherwise, he'd already have some big scar. All right, let's give him one. Now. What shall we go with? Well, that's a pretty serious looking one. Number 5. That looks like someone shot him in the head. Maybe we won't go for that. Number 13, yeah, it's pretty bad. 16's kind of serious. It's got right down the eye there for 17. Yeah, we'll go with number 17. We'll go for that. So Rylan has got himself a brand new scar for surviving that potentially deadly experience, or at least before I found out that it's not. Right. Oh, he's so close to being able to get coolant vent finally. Look at that massive pile of XP he's sitting on. Keep that though. Right. Do I need to refit mechs? Surely I do. No, I've done that. Right. Okay. We'll carry on with the travelling then, and I'll try to catch up on chat. So Lazy was pointing out Ryland still has a health bar showing, so he's probably all good. Yeah, and he was. So where is good for ammo? CT, says Lazy. Yeah, you know the answer to that, don't you? Titivilla says, damn it, I mean yay. Well, there was at least one person in chat was wishing for Ryland's demise there. Gecko says, that's right, Gecko equals good / right. That is correct. Marshmallow says, looks like Gecko's right. You still have that 1 hit point. If he made his guts roll, he would have all hit points gone. Yeah, I was very relieved that he survived there. I think we're still only 2 dead pilots so far, is it? No, just 1. Only poor Cold Steel. Felt so bad because Cold Steel, he's not been able to hang out with us because he moved house. Their internet is non-existent, but he did pop down to his local library to say hi to us some weeks ago. Bless him, and he resubbed as well, which was really nice of him because I mean he didn't have to do that. He's not even able to watch at the moment, so that was really good of him. But then it was within days of him showing up to visit, I got him killed. It might even have been the very next day. I think I can't remember exactly, but it might have been. He got killed and I felt really bad. So Cold Steel, if you're out there, if you're watching on YouTube at some point, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. But yeah, he's our only death. Not bad going, really. The campaign's been going quite some time at this point. And he's still the only death. We have had some close calls, though. Like, we've had some, you know, we should have more dead pilots by now if we weren't so lucky. I think who's been lucky with the survival? Gecko was definitely one that easily could have been dead by this point. I'm sure there was a couple of others. Who else nearly died? Well, the indicator for pilots that nearly died is the ones that have got big ass scars. So there we go. Yeah, Black Cat, he's got a big scar. He could have died. Oh, hold on. He's got the same scar as Rylan. I'm going to have to give Ryland a different scar. I can't have them all having the same scar, can I? Catch, he's fine.
Got something you want done?
Emperor Krang's fine. Yeah, Gecko. I think Gecko's nearly died twice. So I think I ended up. He had 1 scar, and then I gave him a bigger scar because I think Gecko nearly died twice.
Standing by. Standing by.
Lazy is fine.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, so I think we'll have to change Ryland's scar. That scar is occupied. What was there was another one I liked. Scar number 5. Yeah, we'll go with that one. So yeah, Gecko, Black Cat, and Rylan, it seems so far, are the ones that have got the big gnarly scars.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, and Sarge as well. So Sarge nearly died as well. So you see, we've had some close calls. We're definitely lucky to only actually have 1 dead pilot at this point. Could easily have been more, judging from the amount of scars I've dished out. Oh, look at Wolfsart, looking pristine and shiny there. Right. 3 days away from Jamestown. We're nearly there.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
So yeah, just about the earlier conversation. Oh, it looks like Cassian's tried to type again and the bot has squashed him. Damn it. So I had no idea what poor Cassian was trying to write. Oh, he's crying. There we go. Oh, hold on. When did that happen? When did that happen? That's not come up in my feed. So yeah, sorry, I'm way behind. But Gecko has gifted a sub. Thank you very much, Gecko, for the gift sub to Cassian. I don't know why I missed that, but it's not come up in my feed. But I have seen it in chat now. I've caught up with that. I never got an alert for it. That's weird. I guess OBS is, you know, not infallible. But yeah, thank you very much for that. Thank you. Right, so back to what Catch was saying. He says, honestly, Doyle, I would have done exactly what you did if I was starting out as a streamer. He says, I was watching a Battle Brothers playthrough on YouTube, and the streamer, Filthy Robot, I've heard of Filthy Robot. He says, yeah, I think I have. Yeah, I think I've watched Filthy Robot, you know. He says he got sick for like a week in the middle, so he just turned off his mic and webcam, and you could only see and hear the game. Really? I didn't see that part, but I've definitely seen him. Definitely seen some of his stuff on YouTube. Right, we have arrived. We can't use the store because the Taurians hate us. We can check on the contracts though. Gecko says this game still needs a kill board. That would be nice, actually, wouldn't it? Just a leaderboard, so you don't have to go through each pilot individually to see. Yeah, it'd be nice if there, something that counted a leaderboard for the kills, and more importantly, in my opinion, a leaderboard for the injuries as well. I think that's also interesting. Oh, this is going to be brutal. We've just got a 4 skull and a 5 skull here. A 5 skull in the desert too. Oh man, we're going to get so hurt. I'm not sure we can afford to risk that even. Or at least if I do, I'll have to be sensible about withdrawing if things start looking bad, won't I? Yeah, right. Anyway, we've got this 4 skull to do first. Oh god. Can we survive this? Yeah, we'll leave that where it is. Because our monthly is 658,000. We're getting 627, so that almost covers it in one mission. At least we're not going to go bankrupt anyhow. Right, what are we doing? This is in Tundra, so I can afford to run fairly hot. Yeah, do you know what? I'm just going to keep what I've got. But time for a new lance, though. 4 skulls. That's going to be rough. Oh man, I think I'm going to have to use Insubordinate Scum again. Or should I just use Nimbly Pimbly? Because I'll need a good lance for the final mission, won't I? For the 5 skull. Yeah, so I'll have to save Insubordinate Scum for the 5 skull. So Nimbly Pimbly for this. I can't use Speedo Torpedo because they're nowhere near experienced enough to be taking on stuff like this. I have to go to some lower level locations just to get them off the ground. Because I can't risk, you know, just my financial position and the difficulty rating we've got the game set on. I can't risk throwing them into 5 skull missions that we will get absolutely ruined. It'll be game over. But I think we can afford to take Nimbly Pimbly out for a spin here. But I've got nobody that's got Cool Shot Mastery in this lance, so things could get rough. Things could get rough. So we've got Alto, Chico, Morty Mayhem, and Chronic Toast. Let's go. Yeah, that repair bill was pretty nasty, Redburn, yeah. Laughing at Lazy again. So Redburn says, I'd settle for unlimited flashpoints, bigger maps, and 3 lance drops. Well, that'd get pretty hectic, wouldn't it? I mean, so Rogue Tech, they've tried to implement 2 lance drops, haven't they? Although I don't know if they've got it working and stable yet. But it's been a while since I looked into it, and the last I saw it was really unstable. Although I think I saw Bloody Doves. Was it last night? Briefly, I saw him streaming Advanced 3062, and he had 5 pilots in his lance. But Right, the thing that concerns me with increasing the lance sizes in this is that the game is balanced for the player to have 4
I understand.
mechs. And I don't know how well they've taken into account that, you know, if you can have anything between 1 pilot and 8 pilots, have you balanced the game for that? Because I don't think the game has the facility to change the number of opponents it throws at you. You know, if you take 8 pilots as opposed to 4, I don't think the game can just double what it throws at you just like that. So yeah, it's that's the question for me. I mean, maybe they've addressed that, and I just don't know about that. But that's what concerns me, is that, you know, it's nice to get the extra pilots with the mods that make that possible now, but does it just ruin the game? Does it ruin the balance? Have they even thought about that? I don't know the answer to that. I'm just asking that question. But I wouldn't mind if you know. I doubt it will come in this iteration of BattleTech, but perhaps if they make a sequel, I would certainly be interested in the idea of you being able to use more than just 1 lance at a time. Could be pretty cool. Gecko says, nobody can be as pretty as me with all my scars. You definitely got the most scars, Gecko. Yeah, I'm sure I remember you having more than 1 near-death experience. Definitely been nervous about whether you're going to survive or not more than once. Gecko's face looks like a road map, says Catch. Man, I am so far behind chat, aren't I? Oh no, I'm almost caught up. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Sarge says, Gecko's got so many scars, his call sign should be changed to Scarface or Scar Pimp. Or the Scarlet Pimpernel. That's probably too obscure a joke for most of you. Lane says, I don't want support vehicles AI, I want combined arms forces under player control, but it's just a dream. Yeah, that would be nice as well. I mean, we all want more toys, don't we, really, at the end of the day. More stuff is better. And I'm sure, you know, hopefully this game sold enough that Airbrain can justify expanding on it, and or, you know, bringing out a sequel that expands on what we have here. This was just, you know, most of us are well aware, but we kickstarted this out of nothing, didn't we? You know, this is just the first. It was proof of concept, wasn't it? Really, that you could make a BattleTech turn-based game and have it actually be profitable for the company that made it and be enjoyed by lots of people playing it. And I'd say they proved it. It seemed to work out, didn't it? I mean, quite how successful it was on the scale of, you know, other games of its ilk, I don't know, but certainly know that there's always a loyal market, even if it is niche, for BattleTech based things. It's always there, you know. And a good portion of that market are older people who have spare pocket money to spend on these kind of things, don't we? So, yeah, you know, you imagine it'd sell well enough. Gecko's cheated death more than Keith Richards, says Catch. Nice. Love it. Oh, a few F's in chat for Cold Steel there. Poor Cold Steel. I think we should probably name a mech after him in memory of him. Long-term loyal subscriber. Now dead. Not in real life, by the way, guys. This is just in game. Don't want to confuse anyone there.
Roger.
He's doing just fine in real life.
They've got a lock on me.
Oh, Gecko says it dingled on stream. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, because I didn't get the alert on my end, and there's nothing. Well, I know the next time I relaunch Streamlabs OBS, it will show up in my feed then, because
Hey,
this has happened
watch the
before.
paint, pal.
But it's not there right now. It's weird that. But
Ready
so
for
you
orders.
guys heard the alert, but I didn't. Yeah, that's strange.
Confirmed.
And I've got, you know, nothing's changed. It, you know, it's no different to how it normally is. Should be perfectly fine. But for whatever reason, it decided it didn't want to tell me.
Hostile removed.
Lady says exactly a bit like the old Mech Commander game. Yeah, I used to love the old Mech Commander games. They were good.
Reporting.
I mean, I think the first one was a bit better than the second one. I don't think the second one was quite as well made. But yeah, they were fun. Definitely enjoyed those.
Waiting for orders.
Right, I'm trying to take the turrets out first. I know there are mechs to deal with as well, but turrets are quicker. Shredder, what we got there? That's unknown. That's unknown. But we do have an Orion VA there. Looking forward to getting my hands on parts of that. We do not have an Orion yet, and as I always say, they're one of my favourite heavies.
Yes, Commander.
And we can Federated Suns theme the heck out of those because they do have ballistic hardpoints as well as energy. This one packing an AC-10, a couple of SRM4s, a couple of medium lasers.
Engaging. Got a lock on me. Standing by.
Where are we at? Where are we at? Don't want to park myself in range of that other turret, really. Just trying to be a little bit careful. Chico's in a risky position. And the rest of them should be alright. I'm going to alpha strike this because I really want to make sure that turret goes down. It can't reach to shoot me at the moment, but I just want to get these turrets out of the way.
Target.
I'm sure one of these other turrets will be long range, though. What was that? Is that a rifleman? So 2 ballistics and 2 large lasers. It's got to be a rifleman, hasn't it? I think that was a mech shooting at me.
How might I help?
We can't get Alto in range of that turret, so I guess we'll just fire at the Orion. This is a cold environment. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so we've got our less heat efficient Stalker build with the extra medium lasers that I don't really like doing, but we are in a cold environment, and so we have got an extra. I mean, look at that heat pump. God, oh my God! But yeah, we're gonna go for an alpha strike. CT on the Orion. Hey, Irish Mad Cat, how you doing? Good to see you. There's 1.8 discussion. Does it drop tonight? It drops tomorrow, and it drops thanks to people in my chat telling me it drops at 5 p.m. UK time, or should I say 5 p.m. Island time. So, yeah, we'll be able to get hold of it tomorrow. I assume you're planning on streaming it as well. So, for those that don't know, Irish Mad Cat also streams BattleTech. Check out his channel. It's just Irish Mad Cat on Twitch.
Receiving you. Coordinates received.
There. Yeah, that's right, Marshmallow. Yeah, now they've got Paradox as a publisher. Like, that's surely got to help. I mean,
Minimal damage.
getting
Minimal.
getting a big company like that behind Hairbrained
Waiting for orders.
hopefully will be a good thing. At least for those of us that want to see more of these games. Don't like how much damage Chico's taking at the moment.
Affirmative.
Redburn says, did he just call us older people? Some of you are definitely older people, Redburn. I mean, I'm not that young myself, but some of you are old enough to be my dad. In fact, some of you are the same age as my dad. Right, let's get Alto spotting this turret for us. So that's another shredder turret. Don't know what that one at the back is, though. I'm certainly going to have to turn some weaponry off here, because we are hot as the sun. We can fire that. 6 SRM6s, 1 medium laser. That's pretty good. Nice, turret down in 1.
That turret is gone.
So Rubian says Paradox isn't just their publisher anymore, they actually own Harebrained Schemes. Gecko says the first Atlas you get, name it the Cold Steel. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Receiving you.
Assuming we manage to get far enough in to see the Atlas, because of course we've only really got today and a couple of hours of this series left before I'm going to have to start a new one for the heavy metal release. And there we go. It was a rifleman. I knew it. I knew it. All right, Morty, shoot CT, please. No, he didn't feel like it. Morty decided he wants to whiff 3 shots and just tickle him with the large laser a bit. Oh no, reinforcements already. But we're not finished with the first lance. Okay. Need to speed things up a bit, don't we?
Confirmed. Copy that. Inflicted some heavy damage. Light damage. Holding firm.
Sarge says, well, he's right, Redbird. I'm at least older than the Big Bang. Now that I think about it, the Big Bang did happen the day after I made my first bowl of chili. I want chili now, Sarge. You keep talking about, like, the last 2 days I think you've been talking about chili. Now I want chili. But tonight I'm having burrito. Or burritos, I should say. One's never enough.
Affirmative. Got it.
Damn, let's do this.
Hostile eliminated.
Oh, Santa Claus was suggesting I headshot the Orion. Yeah, I don't have anyone with cool shot mastery in this lance, so it's not really worth it. I think at best it would have been a 5% chance, so it's not going to happen. Especially when I've got a fight. Still, there's 1 more turret to kill. There are 2 more mechs out of this lance remaining. 2 more mechs out of this lance remaining, and a lance of reinforcements. So, kind of need to just kill stuff quickly, really, don't I? Just get it out of the way.
Got it.
But it would have been nice to have the, you know, if I had cool shot mastery, I would have given it a go. I would have had a crack, just to try my luck. It would have been nice to get more parts, but I've only got 2 pieces of priority salvage anyhow, so I can take 1 piece of it, and we'll see what else we have up for grabs.
I'm under heavy fire. Awaiting orders. Location acknowledged.
Okay, can't reach to shoot with Alto, but No problem there. I could do with losing the heat. Ah, that damn last turret is an LRM turret. I'm pretty sure this lance, for the Nimbly Pimbly lance, I just went without sensor lock. They're all just made for fast mechs. I don't have any fast mechs yet. I don't even have the second row of mech bay available to have fast mechs out and ready for doing missions. So these guys are not really able to fulfill their initial purpose yet, but that might change in the future.
Confirmed.
But right now, I wish somebody had sensor lock because I really want to take out that last LRM turret, and I'm going to have to run out in the open to see it. What have we got down here? That's a lot of missiles. It might just be a trebuchet. It's unknown at the moment. Nobody's got enough scouting skill to actually even see the tonnage of it. Still, we've got a target here. We'll keep shooting this rifleman for now.
Think I hit something
So
good.
Cassian's story says operational mechs: Mongoose, Cicada, Wyvern, Hunchback, and an unarmed Talos, and a non-operational Crusader and Banshee. So work needs to be done to get those up and running. Sounds like the mercenary crew is going to have good purpose there. Right, let's see what this is. What are you? Oh, it's an archer. Oh, damn it. Oh. Alright, we're going to give it a full blast. Come on, Alto. He's not got cool shot mastery, but he does have cool shot bonus. It's kind of good enough for going for CT. He's got 54% here. We'll get some work done. How is he looking? 15 armor left on the center.
Standing by. Position confirmed.
Santa Claus says, yes, I am older people. Nothing wrong with a bit of experience, is there, Santa Claus? Lazy says, one burrito is enough if you make it big enough. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I have had festival burritos that have been big enough. Absolutely massive ones. I do like me a nice burrito.
Coordinates received.
Oh, nice. Made him eject. That damn LRM turret. I really need to take that out. Really has to go.
Good to go.
Oh, I can't get close enough. Nobody's got sensor lock. I mean, the archer needs to go as well, doesn't it? I suppose I shouldn't be whinging about that. Let's just get it done. It's just the LRM turrets are hurting me. What turret is hurting me?
On that one.
I'm gonna have to cross the water to get to it. Although, to be fair, if I destroy this archer, the turret won't have anything giving it line of sight.
Ready for order.
So, oh, hang on. If I'm willing to move out in the open, I can see it. Oh, this could get painful for the awesome though. But since I can't get him into a position to shoot the archer anyhow, I may as well do this. Hit with all weapons, good damage. Now then. Question is, do I try to finish the archer or do I try to finish the turret? Turret's probably the easier one to go for. What's that? Yeah, it's probably easier than trying for a CT. Oh, only 5 internals left, but we've got to actually hit it.
Reporting.
Then again, we've got Alto, haven't we? And I'm pretty sure with the amount of damage Alto can do, we should be able to do 5 damage to the CT of this archer. Gonna have to turn off the medium lasers though, because we're hot again. Too hot. We'll fire one.
Locking on target.
There he goes. Nice.
Tango down.
Cassian says in the story, Lost Tech, we've got an ER large laser, Ultra AC5, 3 LRM 15 plus pluses, 3 SRM 6 plus plus pluses, 3 medium pulse lasers, and 6 small pulse lasers. Nice. We can make use of all of that stuff.
Copy that.
Right. Turret has got to go.
Roger that. Let's get
There we go. No more LRM spam for you. So just one more Lance remains. Gecko says dibs on the archer. Yep.
Standing by.
I remember we have definitely earmarked an archer for your purposes.
On it.
I wonder how many bits off finishing it we are. We've definitely encountered archers before, but I don't know. I can't recall how many pieces we've got.
Taking the shot. They've got a lock on me.
Hey, Azakis, how you doing? Good to see you. Why is Thor stabbing the Doyle bot?
receiving you.
Did Thor get squished?
Awaiting orders. Roger. Full speed.
Sarge says, I've been told that my burrito is extra, extra large.
Ready for
You're not talking about food, are you, Sarge? Hmm?
heading out.
I don't want to eat that burrito, thanks. No, thank you. Right, what are we doing here? Yeah, we'll just fire wildly and inaccurately. That wasn't too bad. 3 hits for 3 weapons fired. Santa Claus says, experience beats youth and enthusiasm. Except for when it comes to a race up some stairs.
Damage is
You can't win a stair race with with age and experience. I mean, look, you guys have heard me when I have to answer the door and I come running back upstairs after answering the door and I'm wheezing and panting for about 10 minutes afterwards. Even at 38, running up and down stairs is a challenge. So I think youth and enthusiasm would win that race.
Locking in coordinates. Acknowledge.
Oh yeah, there we go. Marshmallow's on the same track. He says, except in a short distance sprint. Yeah.
Commander.
How are we doing? Right. Warhammer, Ostrock, Ostsol. We're looking very osty.
Roger that.
Guess I'll keep working on the Warhammer. Gecko says Sarge could be talking about his chimichanga. Oh dear. This might be worth going for a precision strike. 54%.
Confirmed.
CT's open now. Didn't really pan out, did it? Did we even hit him with one weapon system in the CT? It didn't look like it. Cassian says, first mission will be non-mech. The crew go after a black market art gang who have a painting of Deb's great-grandfather. Yes, blood will be spilled. Nice.
Reporting.
And they're painting in red. Right, 68. Screw it. I think I need to save the resolve. I was thinking about a precision strike here. And it would have killed him probably if I'd gone for it. But I wanted to just try my luck. And it worked out by the looks of things. Because he's just punched out. Lazy talking about a stair race. He says, yes, you can. You grab their foot when they run past you. Make sure they hit their head on the stairs. Then you win. Don't let your kids near Lazy. he does not play fair.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, dear.
Moving out.
Marshmallow says, wheeze, wooze, gasp. Yeah, that's pretty much a good description of how I sound after having to answer the door. Redburn says, best chili, £4 of bottom round, £4 assorted chilies, £4 of assorted chilies, water to cover and cook for 6 hours. Surely you have more ingredients than just that.
Waiting for orders. Position confirmed.
What's up, Willow? Want to say hello? You just want to meow and wander off. Hey, how you doing, Diamond? Good to see you. Sorry, I'm like pretty behind on chat today. Sarge says, I slow cooked my chili for 12 to 14 hours. That is a slow cook. Santa Claus says, I'm an electrician. I don't race upstairs. I install a high-speed lift.
Standing by.
That is cheating. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of people here wouldn't say no to a stair lift. I mean, I wouldn't say no to one for a start.
Got it.
Gecko says, or be an explosive expert and bring the upper floors down to you. That's not a good idea, Gecko. Don't do that. Don't do that. He says, what's this new thing, play fair? I guess they don't teach that in America. But in the UK, it's supposedly important.
Of course.
That's why we always lose at everything. Oh my god, we're far too hot for all of that. Let's go down to just the SRMs and one medium laser, I suppose. Oh, shall I turn? Yeah, we'll turn them all off. That's got to sting a bit. Marshmallow says that's not chili, that's beef and hot pepper. See, that was what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. You need more. You need more to make chili.
Standing by.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with beef and hot peppers, but you can't call that chili.
On the move. Roger that.
Oh, come on, Chico. Do better. He's whiffed both his PPCs. Oh, crap. What's going on? What's going on with the stalker? Don't like the look of this. Let me check. Okay, right torso again. And the right arm. Not looking healthy.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, let's wander over here
Heading out.
and keep some tiny amount of evasion going. Oh wow, Chronic Toast has only got 2 injury points left. He's having a rough day.
Copy that.
Going for a precision strike. That looked pretty damn good to me, and it was good. Pilot's ejected. He's had enough. Just 1 mech remaining. And then we've still got to occupy the base, but that's easily done when there are no enemies left. Oh, so Redburn's saying that's how the Cowboys did it. Not fancy, but the ingredients that they had. Maybe a little salt. Is that right? So is that like a historically accurate cowboy chili? No beans in it though, and no peppers. Well, aside from the chili peppers.
Have no doubt it will be done.
All right, Alto, make him hurt.
Yes, Commander.
Rip a hole. Structure exposed. There we go. Oh, and he got a pilot injury as well. I'll do nicely.
Receiving you.
Okay, Morty. Yeah, best I can get seems to be a broken line of sight wherever I go, so we'll have to settle for that, I think.
On it.
I think we'll go precision strike as well. Oh, that looked good. That was very good. Oh, do we not even need to occupy the base, or do? Oh no, we do. Ah, oh, damn it! I thought it was going to give me a free ride there, but no, it is going to make me have to march onto the base, even though everything's dead.
Certainly. Position confirmed.
Cassian says, chili is a grand personal expression of love.
I understand.
It's great food. That has to be said.
I copy.
I'm not going to read that one out, Santa Claus, in case it gets you put on a list.
Got it.
Copy that.
Is that what you deliver to the naughty kids at Christmas?
Mission successful.
Gecko says, when has America ever played fair? Yeah, it's not how you win, though, is it? Yeah. Sarge says it's a toss-up between chili or lasagna. Yeah, lasagna is pretty damn good as well, Sarge. You're not wrong. It is good. Then again, you know, we could list a lot of foods that I'd really like. Right, so here we are at decision time. So I can't complete the archer. I could take 2 pieces and then I'm 1 piece short of a full one, but since I can't complete it anyway, I'm tempted to just take a 2nd piece of the archer and take 1 piece of the Orion. So we're on our way. And then the next time I encounter an archer, I just need reminding that I need 2 pieces of salvage out of that, and I can just take the legs off to kill it, and that will give us 2. But I always have, like, you know, pretty much always anyway, a minimum of 2 priority salvage pieces, so I would be able to choose that. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go with. Nothing else I can finish, is there? No. Okay, let's confirm that. Got a piece of Ossol as well, although I'm not too fussed about that at this stage of the game. Lazy says British colonialism was nothing but fair play, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm glad you recognise that, Lazy. Well done. You win a tea bag. There you go. Just write to the Queen. Say, you know, you were promised a tea bag. I'm sure she'll sort you out. Where were we? Gecko says, here just outside of Reno, Virginia City, most haunted town in America. They have a chili competition. That I've helped DJ the event. It's all about the nuclear hot options. Very few quality flavorful chilies. Oh, so they just go nuts with it, do they? Like, just the hottest they can make it, and to see if anyone dies. Right. How long have I got left? Oh man. Right. We'll try to squeeze this in. Might need to do some repairs first, though. I'm a little bit worried about this 5 skull, I'll be honest. I think bad things are going to happen. And because we're tight on cash at the moment, I can't actually afford to just do what I would normally do and just stick it out and try to pull off the mission, even if it's a Pyrrhic victory. This time, I will have to pull out sensibly if it looks like it's going bad. But we'll give it a good go. Yeah, we'll go with that. And it is time for Insubordinate Scum to come out. Not because I want to kill them, but because they are the most skilled pilots that I have at this point. Right, Lazy and Stalker, Patch Jaeger, Black Cat Awesome, Sarge, Marine 1. Yep, that'll do. Let's go. Oh god, this could get painful. This could get nasty. Lazy says a teabag. I don't want the Queen squatting on my head. Not that sort of teabag, Lazy. Damn it. Oh, I'm missing recipes. I'm going to have to scroll chat up again in a sec as soon as I can tab out of my game. Right, where were we? Where were we? So, Marshmallow says, I use 1 pound of ground beef, 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, 1 small can of tomato paste. What's cyan? I don't know what cyan is. Well, aside from the colour. That must be an American thing. Chili powder, cumin, green onion. I think we call that a brown onion here. Salt. Or actually, when you say green onion, do you mean a spring onion? It's confusing. You have different names for things, but let's just go with onion, salt, pepper, garlic infused oil. I'll go with like actual garlic personally, but and slow cooker all day. Now you see you got almost everything in there that I would go with. Add in a Romano pepper, so that's a long red pepper, and cinnamon. Chuck in some cinnamon sticks during the cooking process. Sounds weird, but it works. And you're pretty much there. But I mean, that still sounds good, Marshmallow, don't get me wrong. But there's a couple of extra things I'd throw in as well. Also, some paprika. So rather than using chili powder, I would use paprika and cayenne pepper. Yeah, some actual chilies, of course. I mean, you can throw in dried chili flakes as well. That'll work for the spice. Obviously, the cayenne pepper gives it a nice bit of kick too.
Location confirmed.
Copy that, Commander. Confirmed.
Let's move.
Sarge says, we have here in Havelock, North Carolina, an annual chili festival. I competed in it once several years ago and placed 3rd. That's really good, Sarge. Nice. Redburn says, sure, a little lard, brown the meat off in flour, throw in the peppers, cover with water and let it cook down. Traditional and historic cowboy trail chili. No onions, no beans, nothing else. Right. That's interesting. You know, I do like my history, so it's interesting to know.
Copy that, Commander.
And what you're saying makes sense, you know, because they wouldn't have access to all the things we do, you know. It makes perfect sense.
On the move. Full speed.
Waiting for orders. Affirmative.
What do we see here? Stalker. An 85 tonner. It's probably a Stalker or a longbow, isn't it? Ah, this. Yeah. Oh god, yeah, this could be rough because I reckon this is going to end up being 2 assault lancers plus the base turrets. I mean, I really, really hope it's just 1 lance and the base turrets. That I can manage. But I don't think we are heavy enough to handle 2 assault lancers plus the base turrets. Especially if some of those base turrets turn out to be LRM turrets as well. I don't want to go anywhere near those turrets to start with. I think I want to kite the enemy forces out towards me. So I'm going to try to stay fairly far back initially. Just pepper them from range. This Stalker's not in cover at the moment, so we want to get as much damage in on him as we possibly can before he steps into the cover of trees. There's 2 more mechs over there. That'll be the whole lance then. So there's 2 up by the base and 2 over to the west of our position. That appears to be yet another Stalker then. That fired large lasers and missiles. So far, I count 2 Stalkers for definite. There may be a third.
I'm losing armor left and right.
Well, that's Catch knocked down.
I took a hit in the meat.
This might be the shortest mission ever. I might be withdrawing very quickly at this rate.
No retreat.
Poor Catch. Right, let's see. How's his armor doing after that? Pretty bad, but CT looks intact. Okay, I need a new front line, please. Let's get Lazy involved. Don't want to go too close, but I want to go close enough that I can fire his weapons. Now, this is where I'm going to have problems with this Stalker, because, as I said, it's hotter than I would want it. This is not my preference for setting it up. We just didn't have enough heat sinks. But now we're in a hot environment, we're really going to suffer for it. We're almost never going to be able to use those medium lasers. I'm just going to have to fire the SRM-6s. But they do a good amount of damage. Structure exposed and a pilot injury. Not too bad.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Hey Infernal, how you doing? I was asking where you were earlier. You missed an opportunity. One of my mechs got killed by its legs being blown off. I was saying, where's Infernal? To say, see, don't put ammo in the legs. He's asking, so I guess tomorrow's a fresh start or something. So it should be available around 5 PM UK time. So what's that going to be for you? Depending on where you are in Germany, maybe 6 PM. I don't know. But then, of course, after that, I'll have to download and install it. So, yeah, it'll be kind of like a couple of hours at the end of my stream. I'll get to play it. So I'll probably be playing this for a little while first, and then it will be a new one, yeah, when Heavy Metal drops, which we will play until the mod is updated. So that could be days, it could be weeks, could be months, I don't know. But we will be playing Heavy Metal Vanilla at least for a little while.
Got a lock on me.
Orders?
Right, Catch needs to get up and bravely run away. Can we do this, Catch? Yeah, we can get there. Okay, it's going to give him an obscured shot, plus he's going to have the extra negatives from having just stood up, so I'm not even sure I'm going to take this. 61, that's not bad. It's not bad. What's his gunnery skill then? Must be pretty high for it to be still 61s after that. We'll take it though. Why not?
That's a miss.
Oh dear. Double whiff. I expected one of those to hit. But no, it wasn't to be. No worries, Marshmallow, no worries.
Really hurts.
Live says, I have a special ingredient that I use in my chili. Dare anyone ask? Dare anyone? What? Let me get. Is it skunk anuses? Is that the special ingredient?
Ready for orders.
It's gonna be something revolting, surely.
Critical hit.
Gecko says to Sarge, it's bugs, isn't it? Bugs? Sarge says, no, it's cabbage? Really? That's surprising.
Much more of this.
There's a chop up my cabbage very fine when I put it in the chili. About 6 hours into the cook. And you said you cook it for like 12 to 14 hours, wasn't it? Now that's interesting. I've never heard that one. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with cabbage. That's, yeah. That could work. I could see that working. I'll have to give that a try at some point, Sarge. Like he says, the beans or no beans argument is as old as chili itself. As far as I'm concerned, chili has beans in it. I've never known it to not have beans in it. But I guess I'm learning that that's a debate that happens in the States then, is it?
Moving to position.
You know what? I think I need to go for some precision strikes here. I've got to speed up these kills. This guy's taking too long. I've just look, we've blown a side off it, but
Solid connection on that.
the CT is still far too intact. Yeah, would have loved to have been able to do something about Lazy's predicament first, but unfortunately, he's lower down the initiative phase, I think. So he's now fallen down, takes an injury.
I'm gonna need a medic.
He's now only got 2 wounds left.
Confirmed.
Yeah, let's just get it dealt with. I was considering starting to whittle down the other one now that this guy's lost a lot of his weapons, but you may as well get him out of the way. Yeah, we did the job there. He's ejected, so that's 1 stalker down. Now, I'm finally allowed to turn with Lazy, so definitely the first thing I'm going to do is stand him up. Only 8 armor left. It's always that right torso on the stalker. The last few missions I've used it in, it's been getting obliterated in that side torso. Every time. What do I want to do? I mean, those odds are pretty bad. Yeah, whatever way you look at it, those odds are bad. So I think I might just pull back a little bit with Lazy, and we'll just brace for a turn, because the reason the odds are so low is obviously, you know, he's just been knocked down, so he's got the extra to hit penalty I mentioned before. So no point raising my heat in a hot environment on 30 and 35% chances. It's just not worth it. So we'll just rest him for a turn, lose a little bit of heat. Zakis says, I remember 4.5 skulls from yesterday. Yeah, this might be a withdrawal, Zakis. We'll see. I said that before I signed up for this, that this could go very badly wrong. We'll see.
Aye, aye. Roger.
And so far, we've killed 1 stalker. Ah, right. So thank you, Lazy. Lazy's translating for me. So he says green onion equals scallion equals spring onion generally. Right, I see. Yeah, the only place I've seen, because I mean, I don't tend to watch American cookery programs. Like, I don't, you know, so I've never really learned the terminology, except for I've mentioned before that guy whose name I forget, who is like full on, like, as Texan as they come. I swear if you cut him in half, revolvers and stars would have just fallen out of him. He was so Texan. But I watched his video on YouTube about making a good Texan style Philly cheesesteak, which might sound weird, but it's really good. And the other one where I've heard green onions was a Korean lady who does cookery stuff on YouTube. And I've watched a bunch of her stuff, and she's talked about green onions. And what she said was green onion. What I saw, I know, is spring onions over here. And then, you know, the kind of big normal onions, as we would see it, they're brown onions to us. And then, of course, we have red onions as well. Do I want to go precision strike here with lazy? I think I do. Can't fire everything, but I'm going to fire a lot of things. All but one medium laser. Get some serious pain inflicted on this stalker. Lady says Catch had too much Jägermeister in the Jägermech.
Yep.
Don't drink and pilot mechs, kids. How am I doing this? I should be kiting away, really, but that's not working out for me. We'll give it one more turn of firing, and then I'll pull back. I think I need to hold position, though. No, yeah, that'll work.
Move order received.
There we go. Oh, nice. That was a CT hit with one of those PPCs. And he hit with both, so it's nicely going to reduce his ability to fire. This time it's Sarge's turn to take all the stability damage. Do you know what? I think I might just pull Sarge back and brace here.
Heading out.
As he could do with losing heat anyway, and I want to get rid of all that stability damage. Quite often I'll use my resolve to get rid of stability damage because I'll pop Vigilance and that will do the trick, but we didn't have enough blue juice that time, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Just give him a brace.
Warning, minimal damage.
Diamond says, I love the food talk. Meanwhile, I'm having pasta with mixed sauce and lasagna. Oh, man. My stomach is rumbling. It's I'm so hungry at this point. It's almost time for me to end and make dinner. But I am hungry. And yeah, we are talking about food. It's not helping, but it is one of my preferred topics of conversation. So I don't mind it when we turn into the food and mech channel. Dodge says, the last pilot that Dor used as a scout was named Nexus. Yes, the last pilot Doyle used as a scout is a puddle. A puddle of Nexus.
Scored a critical hit.
Cassin says, my recipe: ground beef, chicken, sausage, partially sautéed, beans, yellow and orange peppers, corn, tomato, beans, rice optional, soy, allspice, cinnamon. Yeah, so you get the cinnamon in there. Salt, pepper, milk, and cook for 2 to 3 hours. Sounds good, Cassie. Sounds good. Yeah, so you get the cinnamon in there.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
How do the Mexicans make chili? Because I mean, like our version of chili over here, I very much doubt a Mexican's even been near it.
Orders. Confirmed.
Well, I've said when I was younger, I did used to work in a Mexican restaurant and cocktail bar for a while, and the head chef there was an actual, genuine, real Mexican, and that's actually quite rare over here. I mean, you have a lot of, you know, Mexicans in the States, obviously being so close to each other, sharing that border, but over here you don't meet that many Mexicans, so it's quite rare.
Time to unload.
Nice, Sarge obliterates Stalker number 2.
Tango down.
Now then, where are these other mechs? We've got one looks like he's trying to sneak around the back here. That's an 85 tonner. Where did the other one go though? There was a third mech. No idea where he's gone to.
Receiving you.
Okay. Send Lazy this way, because I don't want to go the other way, because that's just bringing us closer to the turrets, and I actually want to be further away from the turrets. Let's sense lock this, find out what it is. It's another Stalker. What a surprise. So far, that lance consisted of 3 Oh, excuse me. 3 stalkers.
Order acknowledged.
There he is, Infernal. Ammo in the legs is not smart. It is next. Sorry, it is Infernal. It is. What was that about Nexus? By the way, Nexus is Latin for dying violently. I don't think that's true, but I like that you suggest that it should be. Right, let's sprint over here with the awesome.
Confirmed.
I'm not going to lose stability damage for sprinting, but we do lose the heat, so we're all right. And I've got myself in a better position. Oh no, they've sensed lock Sarge. He's going to get hit by the turrets and stalker LRMs as well, potentially.
Systems holding.
Oh dear, Game Lord, that sucks.
Yes, Commander.
I hope you get things under control. I must be really far behind chat here. Lazy's just picked up on skunk anus chili for when you're really mad at your co-workers.
Orders?
I mean, but do you eat that and it's the farts that are bad, or do you feed it to them and it makes them ill? Like, how does the skunk anus chili pan out?
All right.
I need answers, Lazy. I need answers. But yeah, sorry to hear that, Game Lord. I hope you feel better soon with it. I hope it gets sorted out. Trying to come off stuff is never a fun time, is it?
On my way.
Zaki says chili without beans is Hungarian goulash. Well, I'm going to assume Azakis is an authority on that. With him being Polish, he must know everything about Hungary.
Reporting serious armor loss.
Are you predicting Lazy's down next, are you, Azakis? Right, where is Lazy? What's he in? Oh, he's in the Stalker. I mean, he's in bad shape. He is in bad shape, but I think we're okay at the moment. Things have been worse. We've come back from worse. All I'm concerned about is if there ends up being a second Lance. As long as it's just the one Lance, we'll be okay. But if there's another, it's going to be tough. No worries, Sarge. You take care, mate. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Zaki says, bye, Sarge. We'll tell you who dies. Oh, or how you die. How you died. I'm not going to get Sarge killed. Lazy might be screwed here, though. That was a lot of LRMs in his side.
Go time.
See, this is the thing with LRM turrets. It doesn't matter where you kite to. You can't ever get far enough away to get out of their range. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, aside from just kill all the mechs so they don't have line of sight. You can do that about it, but not enough, is it? You can never do it quick enough.
Locking off.
So we are losing large chunks of armor to the LRM spam here.
Commander. I copy.
All right, Lazy. This is super important, man. We need this. We need this. Got some good CT damage in here. We need another quick stalker death. How's it looking? Not good enough. That was actually quite spready. Pretty spready. Can I get Sarge a better line of sight than that? No, I can't. All right, we'll take that. We're going precision strike. And we're going CT. Come on, Sarge. Come on, Sarge. Nah, that looked perfect. That looked perfect. All right. Are you running away, Stalker? Yeah, he's twisted now, hasn't he? So, not going to be able to hit that CT easily. Yeah, Sarge did good work there. He's down to 3 armor.
Standing by.
Yeah, best Black Cat's going to manage as a side angle shot. Do I want an alpha strike for a side angle? No, I think I'll just fire the PPCs here. I can do that for 0 heat, and that's still good damage. Just gives him more sensor impairment, so when he does come to shoot, he's going to have a very hard time hitting anything. Are we going to find out what this other 85 tonner is? God, is that 2 heat sinks destroyed on the Stalker now?
Too good.
I mean, we can't afford to lose any heat sinks. We're going to lose the entire side, I think, aren't we, at this rate? Yeah, there we go. Right torso destroyed.
I lost a weapon.
You didn't lose a weapon, Lazy. You lost all the weapons. Right, also,
Ready for war.
Lazy only has 1 hit point left. And all it takes is for us to lose a leg or a side torso or them to get a lucky cockpit hit, and Lazy is out of there. So I'm going to eject him. I mean, I could have done with even 3 SRM6s and 2 medium lasers is still helpful for the rest of the mission, but we're going to have to live without it because otherwise Lazy is most likely going to die, and today is not the day that we lose Lazy.
Receiving you.
Now then, Sarge, what do we reveal? The final mech is a longbow. So that lance was 3 stalkers and a longbow. That is really, really unfriendly. Okay, oh man, how am I going to do this? I might actually, for the first time in what feels like forever, actually make use of multi-target breaching shot here. We'll fire a PPC at each. So we're doing maximum damage with each PPC. Getting that sensor impairment in as well. Oh, he's whiffed the second one. Oh no.
Negative damage. Repeat. Negative damage. Orders.
Not so good. So if I wander over here,
Affirmative.
and do the same with catch. Yeah, I mean, that's not very good, is it? But alright, we'll do it. Oh, so we hit the longbow with a stray shot, but we missed the stalker. That's kind of annoying, actually. I suppose hopefully the sensor impairment will help here. Didn't look like it helped much at all, really. There's hardly any missiles missed there. You wouldn't believe that longbow was sensor impaired at all, would you? And I was hoping to blow the side torso off that stalker, even though I'm just firing single PPCs at it, but that has not come into fruition either, so I suppose we'll just throw everything we've got at it with Black Cat at this point. 2 PPCs, 2 large lasers, precision strike. We'll go for that side torso. Could go CT, but at least if we go side torso and it comes off, at least we're reducing its firepower. Apparently we can't even have that! We can't even have that. It's still got it. And now it's going to shoot a full volley. Oh no. This is going to hurt, Sarge. This is going to hurt. Pilot injury there. Hey, don't you worry, Game Lord. It's quite alright. People are very accepting here. We've got a nice bunch. You need to talk, mate. Don't you worry. Game Lord says, some of these mechs look fun. I only played campaign until I got the Atlas, then I stopped. Just got tired of no variety of mechs. Yeah, in the vanilla game, there just aren't enough mechs, are there? But that's why, you know, most of us play it modded. You just get so many more toys to play with. I need to move Sarge. Why am I not moving Sarge? Yeah, Sarge's stability damage is really bad. Oh crap! How am I going to do this? Do I use the Divisions or do I go for the priority strike? Sorry, the precision strikes. Oh, this is all kinds of bad. Okay, we need the vigilance, I think, here. Pull Sarge back a bit. Keep pounding this stalker. Gotta be.
Copy that.
There we go. Sarge knocks the right torso off it.
Quarter critical.
So we're on the way to taking them out. I mean, even after this, we've still got this other longbow. And then we've got base turrets.
Confirm.
We're down to 3 mechs, and everything hurts. We're not in a good way. Okay. Turn off a PPC. 55. Okay, come on. We should get this. We didn't get this. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Gecko says, extended 3025 Commander's Edition is the bomb. Many mechs. Yes, it is awesome. So many toys.
On my way.
Right. Large laser off. PPC's on. CT destroyed. Good stuff. Right, longbow. Though we're still going to have to take at least one more volley of SRMs. Not SRMs, sorry. LRMs. From the longbow and from however many base turrets there are shooting us as well. They're going for Sarge, but he's got 60% damage reduction thanks to us popping Vigilance to try to clear that stability damage. So that's not too bad. Sarge handled that just fine. Everybody's injured.
Aye, aye.
Right. I think actually I'll reserve Sarge there.
Reserving action.
Let's make use of these other guys first. Thing with this now being a longbow, I actually want to charge this guy down if I can get inside his minimum range. I know that's a pain for my PPC accuracy, but it's actually more of a pain for his LRMs than it is for my PPCs. So we're going to close range on him now. Now that other stalker's out of the way.
Ready for orders.
Oh dear. Right.
Coordinates received.
Sarge is a little bit on the hot side now. And one PPC off. We can still fire our other PPC and the medium lasers. Everything's a little bit spready here. Oh, he's backing off. Who's he going for? He's going for Sarge. Oh no, Sarge is open. Oh god. Oh, you know what I was saying to Azakis about, oh, I'm not going to get Sarge killed. It'll be fine. And what's happening? Sarge is running out of armor fast. I need to check that CT. Alright, CT's okay. Hit points are okay. We might lose some weaponry, but we're not going to lose Sarge at this point. We're all right.
Position confirmed.
Yeah, I'm going to go precision strike here, I think. These longbows don't have as much armor as a lot of assault mechs, so hopefully we'll get through it. Ah, Black Cat eating the LRMs from the turrets, but rather him than Sarge right now. Oh my god, I'm so far behind chat. I'm sorry guys. This is I'm many miles behind. No, Lazy said I'm one injury from death. I'm ready to go home. Yeah, we got you out of that.
Yep.
It was just too much to rescue.
Location confirmed.
If I remember rightly, you are our most experienced pilot at the moment, aren't you, Lazy? So, you know, not only would it have been a sad loss because you know you're lazy, but also it's always sad to lose your best pilot at any point in any campaign.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, no worries, Game Lord. People are nice here. You're in good hands. You can talk about stuff. Don't you worry. How am I going to do this? I guess I'm just going to fire 2 medium lasers then, and at least I'll drop a bit of heat. Okay, he's shooting at catch. Structure exposed. See, a lot of those missiles are missing, but he's still hit with a whole bunch of them. That was still nastier than I was expecting for being at point-blank range with all those LRMs. Catch has got an open arm now. That's fine on this current Jaeger build because I've got nothing in the arms. I haven't got any ballistics in it right now. So I want to get ballistics in it again as soon as possible. Shall we just charge it down? Yeah, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. It's not as if I'm going to be able to fire PPCs this round anyway, is it? Go for the large lasers, I think. Yeah. Large lasers, CT. Good shooting. That'll do nicely. So he should be open now. He only had a tiny bit of armor left. Oh god, the base is shooting Sarge again. Oh god, no, please no. No. PPC crit, medium laser crit. Torso is intact for now. Oh crap, we've moved in range of a laser turret as well. That's not ideal. At least that didn't shoot Sarge though. Catch has taken another wound. Sarge, both torsos on the Marine 1 are open now. 22 armor on the internals there. On that left torso. That's we're going to lose it. It's definitely coming off. Right, let's step away from the bad thing with Sarge a little. Have we got enough for a precision strike? We have. Is Sarge cool enough to fire all his weaponry? Maybe. We're going to try. This guy's CT is open. Ah, right. Okay. We can fire 2 PPCs and a medium laser. That's what we're going for. Come on, Sarge. We need this.
I copy.
Damn it. He missed with one of the PPCs. He has panicked that longbow. And he has taken him down to 14. If he'd have hit with that final PPC, that second PPC, that longbow would be a goner right now. And it wasn't to be. Okay, let's back away with the Jaegermech then. Jaegermech's running too hot. I get away with, I guess, are we just going to be 2 medium lasers? Yeah, we are. We are. Although, you know, I only need one of them to hit the CT of this thing and he's gone. But just firing 2 weapon systems, there's a lot of other locations we could hit on this mech. Was that CT? Yes, he got it. He got it. Oh, good work. Good work. Right, we've still got to take out turrets and there still might be a reinforcement lance as well. Does anyone have sensor lock? Lazy had sensor lock, didn't he? Don't tell me we've lost our sensor lock pilot. We have. Oh no. So taking out these base turrets is going to be risky as all hell as well. Now then, does anyone have a rangefinder? That's my next option. Nope. Nope. Yes, we've got a rangefinder on the Awesome. Okay, so we can just about outrange the turrets then. What's going on here? Oh, that's because I'm on sprint. Yeah, let's go with that.
You got it.
So we're just going to have to be very patient about this. Why? Oh, because I've just revealed them, so I'm not allowed to shoot this turn. Okay, whatever. We'll just plod up a little. Pretty sure he can't shoot these guys who are the most damaged anyhow. Right. Catch.
Confirmed.
Well, what are the odds from here? 86. Oh, that's good enough. We'll stay put. Why risk getting too close
Copy that.
when you've got 86% chances from here?
Receiving you. Locking on target.
Okay, 4 PPCs plowed into that turret so far. Just needs a little bit of a tap to finish it off. Hopefully Black Cat can provide that.
Acknowledged.
How do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll just fire... Yeah, let's fire 3 weapon systems, just in case 2 of them miss. We only need 1 to connect to kill it. And all of them connected in this case. That'll work
Target site.
quite nicely. Right, and we didn't generate too much heat. Now, next, we've got to find the next turret with Black Cat without revealing ourselves.
Orders.
Let's move these guys up as well. Actually, do you know what? I think that might be the better approach. I think it is. So we're going to head
Commander.
the west a little bit, and we'll come up that ramp.
Full speed.
Because that hopefully will... and do you know what? We might not be able to see it until we actually crest the ridge.
I'm here.
Oh, that could be a little bit sucky. I guess we'll find out. We'll find out. Because I'd rather come up this way than this way. Because I know if I come this way, I think there's... Yeah, there, we see it now. There's a turret there that's going to get line of sight on me. And I have to get really close to see it.
Standing by. Moving out. Yep. Affirmative.
Sarge is still there. Sarge, I didn't realise he's probably gone by now, but I've just seen him. He said, "Oh, you get me killed, and I'll come back and haunt you for the rest of your life." No threat, just the truth.
Standing by.
Don't worry, Sarge. It's all going to be fine. Nothing to fear. Maybe. Right, let's go for vigilance, sprint. Yeah, thanks, Darius. Yeah, I see it. Don't tell me that was extra reinforcements. Seems fine. Seems fine so far, maybe.
Ready
Oh,
for
God. Oh, God.
Commander.
Right, don't want to move there because both turrets will be able to see me. One of these is an LRM turret. It's probably the one in the centre of the base, so I'm probably going to get shot by it regardless. Let's have a look. What do we see here? That's a heavy sniper turret. Yeah, so the other one's got to be LRM. I'm not sure my other mechs are going to be able to get any line of sight to assist here, so just catch them up with a sprint. I have given vigilance to the awesome, so, you know,
No shooting.
should be
Just running.
fairly safe from destruction. He's got the most armor left out of my surviving mechs.
Reporting. Major armor loss.
Oh yeah, I mean when I was younger, I used to play consoles as well. But yeah, once you get into having a PC and playing PC games, there's certain games you don't really get on consoles, like strategy games. Very rare to find them on consoles, isn't it? Once you get into them, it's hard to ever go back to consoles. I know I couldn't. Right. Let's think about this. Think about this. Might be able to get these guys up to finish off that turret. I'm going to go with vigilance because I am parked in front of potentially 3 turrets right now. Yeah, we're going to do this.
Confirmed.
This might be a mistake because it might be that my other 2 mechs still won't be able to get line of sight to finish off that sniper turret, and you might say I'd be better off just finishing that than making a start on the LRM turret. But the LRM turret scares me more,
Yep.
and as it happens, it's fine. I can get line of sight with the guys at the back here. I need to move Catch first though because he's blocking Sarge, which is a shame because it would have been nice if I could use the mech that was furthest back to take that out, because then maybe Catch might have got a shot in on that as well. But never mind, this will do. Still crossing my fingers that there are no reinforcements here.
Down.
We're not in good enough shape to deal with reinforcements.
Yes, Commander.
Not today. This could be a little bit risky. How many hit points has this got? Okay. 102.
Orders.
I mean, the rule is never doubt the Sarge.
Copy that.
So, you know, I'll give him vigilance just in case, but I'm risking taking the shot though.
Roger.
He's done it. There we go. The rule still applies in every case.
That turret.
He has wrecked the turret.
Heads up, Commander. You
Oh no. Guess what, guys? Reinforcements just showed up.
Orders.
Oh no, this is a potential disaster right here. So we handled one lance. We're down to one more base turret. And suddenly reinforcements arrive. Zaki says, run away! Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, we might have to because we can't afford a Pyrrhic victory here.
Orders.
But if I get all the defense turrets, I get a bonus. So that'll give me a bit more cash. At least I want to see what the reinforcements are because it does depend on what they are as to whether I decide I can handle it or not.
Engaging with target.
And I'm also wondering, like, are the reinforcements essential for the mission, or can I just send someone to occupy the capture zone and then we can just run to an extraction point? I'm not sure at this point. Although getting up there is going to be tricky because I don't have any jump jets as usual. So I'd have to run all the way around and up that ramp. And to do that, I've got to kind of hold that pass. All I see so far is a 70-tonner. That's the second mech firing LRMs at me, so could be 2 archers so far.
Oh, Commander.
Redbird says, "Oh, you knew that was going to happen."
Warriors? Show 'em
Gecko
what
says,
you got.
"Capture the base, evac." Yeah, that's what I want to try to do. Oh man, hold on. So 85-tonner as well as a 70-tonner, so it could be yet another stalker. Oh my god.
Commander.
Right, let's find out. Let's find out. Oh no, my awesome left torso's open. I didn't realise. Yep, another stalker. And another 85-tonner there. Oh, come on. Really? We just can't catch a break here, can we? Right, kill the turret.
Confirmed. Firing. It's go time.
Have to pacify the area around the base. But these all look like... Yeah, this is all mission essential. I've got to kill the reinforcements to actually achieve the mission. So I might just have to do a good faith withdrawal or something.
I'm getting my
I assume it would be good faith by this point. We have, you know, we've killed all the turrets. We've killed the first lance.
Aye, aye.
Oh my god, we don't have armor. We've got nothing left.
Move order received.
If I get Sarge killed, he's gonna go mental. So they got a longbow and a stalker there, and I think that 70-tonner was an archer. This is just, it's too many LRMs. It's too much. Oh well, precision strike. Should we just go? No, the headshot's not going to come off, is it? We've just got to go sensible. We'll go CT.
Copy that.
But 29%. Ugh, awful. Didn't even get the stray shots into the longbow. Lazy says, this is going to be an expensive mission. I need to... Oh, Sarge is back. He says, F the reinforcements. Kill them all. I need fresh meat for the stew for the crew tonight. Oh, God. Financially, I can't afford to go for another Pyrrhic victory here. I'm already thinking, this is the point where I withdraw. This is it. This is where I've got to withdraw. And my natural stubbornness... I never say die. You know, I just can't make myself yet. Oh, damn it. Damn it. You see, what I'm curious about is seeing if I can sprint that awesome onto the capture zone just to see if that gets me a little bit more of the mission done, whether that'll count or not. But I think, you know, you've got to do the whole lot. Can't even hit a damn thing at the moment with all that evasion they've got. Large laser destroyed.
I'm losing weapon systems.
This is not the best environment to be loaded up with all these PVCs, is it? Yeah, no, that's... I think that's the final straw there. PPC destroyed. We've not lost a side torso yet, so the cost hasn't shot up for repairing this too much. But it's about to. I mean, look, 7 internals left there. Oh, no, what a shame to have to withdraw there.
Standing by.
So close. Now, hold on, let me just see, for argument's sake. Yeah, so I can't... It would take me 2 turns to sprint and get inside that capture zone. I can't make it. Can't do it. Can't do it. I hate to end on a withdrawal, but I've already overrun by 30 minutes. I've got to stop. Anyhow, really. But you know me, I would normally fight this out were it not for the fact that we are so tight on cash right now that to try to fight this out could bankrupt me. So yeah, it's got to be a withdrawal. Got to be. I hate withdrawing. I hate it.
Commander.
But we've got to do it. I mean, we've found, you know, I already know, like, I haven't quite got enough to take on 5 skull missions. I keep going for them just to see. Because sometimes you get lucky and you're up against easier stuff. And then the payoff's worth it. But, yeah, we've not quite got the outfit for taking on 5 skulls at the minute. But we got destroy Taurian forces and we got destroy defensive turrets. Withdrawal, good faith effort. So that's not too bad. We did earn just a little over 300k for that. So it was worth taking the mission, assuming that I don't have to spend more than that fixing things up. Now, I have to repair an entire side of a Stalker, so that might actually undo the profit. We'll have to see. Don't get to choose any salvage from that. Pain in the butt, especially with all those Stalker parts up for grabs. Look, one piece of Stalker 3F and we've got another assault mech. No, what do I roll? LRM-10 medium laser heatsink. Although I shouldn't complain about the heatsink. We are short of those at the moment. But it's a damn shame. Let's see. Let's see. Did we break even on this? Azaka says 3 or 4 mechs from reinforcements have LRMs. How unexpected. Yeah, there were a lot of LRMs in that enemy force, weren't there? That was brutal. Run, Sir Robin, says Azakis. Yeah, brave Sir Robin ran away. Bravely ran away. Sarge didn't want to leave. You could have died in there, Sarge. For your own good. Right, let's see what the repair bill comes to. So, that 3,900, hardly worth counting. That 37,000, still really cheap, well under budget so far. Here's where it starts to ramp up. So the refit on the Awesome 8Q, 30k. That's not actually too bad because I mean we've got spare equipment. I'm not gonna count that. What else did I lose here? Heat. Oh God, no! I haven't got a heat sinks. Oh, I have. Hold on. We got some. Right, so I got enough to refit this. So that's only. So we are under budget so far. We have made profit from that mission. So far, it was worth it.
I'll get it in the schedule.
So, if this Stalker costs under 300k to fix up, we have made some profit, and that was worth our while. 211k. It was worth it, in my opinion. Although, I'm now out of SRM6s. Oh, damn it. The Stalker is taking another downgrade. Okay, do you know what? It's time to strip the Stalker. Back to square one. We're going to have to make the Stalker an LRM mech at this point. I think I can do 415s in it, which is my preference over 320s. Yeah, we're changing the Stalker at the moment because otherwise we're just going to end up with such a bodged build. But yeah, this isn't going to take the cost over budget. We have made profit. Things could be worse. And I need some heat sinks. I've only got one heat sink. Okay. Okay, brilliant. And I can't use the shop here because I'm in enemy territory. So, what am I going to do here? Do I really want this to be this hot? It's all I can do with it at the moment. Well, I'll throw in an extra ton of ammo because I haven't got a spare heatsink. But that'll have to do. It's too hot. But, well, unless I'm in a cold environment. But we'll fix this as soon as we have the gear to do that. Yeah, so we did make profit from taking on that horrendous mission. Damn it, if only it was just the one lance. I just knew there was going to be a second, though. I knew it. Always is. Right, okay. It is time to end there. I've run over by 35 minutes by this point. But thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the bits, Gecko, as usual. And thank you for the new follow, Stormcrow. I really appreciate you guys, as ever. But it is time now to find somebody to raid. And I've got a feeling I know who's going to be around. Right. Yes. Yeah, we are going to raid Marshmallow. He's there. What have I done there? Yeah, I've opened that and copy that. Right, okay. So, tomorrow, so this week is going to be a little bit different to usual because of heavy metal dropping. So tomorrow will also be BattleTech. Friday will probably also be BattleTech. So a full week of BattleTech this week. Because obviously the heavy metal DLC is dropping, and I want to give you guys, you know, as much airtime of that as I can possibly give you. So for at least a couple of hours tomorrow, we'll be playing this campaign again. As soon as heavy metal is available, I will download it. I will install it. We'll just chat on stream for a bit or something while we're doing that, and then we'll get playing it for a little while as soon as possible. So hopefully you'll join me for that at the usual time of 3 p.m. UK time or 10 a.m. Eastern. I hope to see you all there. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this. Also, leave a comment. Also, really helps me with the algorithm and spreading channel awareness to more people out there. So anyone doing that, thank you so much. So now it's time to get the raid on, and we can make good use of our brand new, as of yesterday, Speedo icon. We're going to get a Speedo raid on Marshmallow again. Hopefully you will all join me for that. He saw it yesterday, obviously, so he knows what's coming this time. He's going to have his chat filled with Speedos. Yeah. Azaki says, if anyone prefers Polish streams, then I'll be the competition. Oh, are you streaming tomorrow as well? Yeah, so any Polish language guys out there, check out Azakis. He streams BattleTech. He also streams World of Tanks. So check out his channel. He'll be streaming tomorrow. Doing the Polish thing for the Polish people. But thank you for joining me, Azakis. It's always good to see you. Right, let's get that raid on. I will see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much.
Cheetos.